Ooh, I see Danielle. You're first. Hello, I'm doing good. This week is flying. I don't know about you, but I'm like, time is going so quickly. But having a good day. Hi, David and Kaylin. I see Andre is here. And Ahmed is here. Hello. Okay, first trivia question is guess which type of tea I'm drinking tonight, guys. And my options are hibiscus, Earl Grey, Moroccan mint, and chai. See if you can get it. All right. Let's see, who else is here? Okay, David is waving. Ahmet, David. Yes, I'm early. I am early tonight. I feel like I've been late to a few of my live streams lately, and I wanted to just counteract that by hopping on early tonight. Honestly, like, I might hop off like earlier than I normally do tonight because I'd like to get a couple things knocked out, but I figured I was home, like I was out this evening and now I'm back and I was like, I should just hop on, because why not? Okay, happy life. Love to see a mod in here. Let's see. Anit Cherry Boy is here. Yes, how is everyone? Thank you, Ahmet. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna throw some Downton Abbey on my TV. This is probably gonna be my sixth pass through Downton Abbey. I love it so much. And the last movie is coming out in the Downton Abbey movie series in September. Doing well, David, and you, says Danielle. Thank you, Dance with Chloe. Bobby Parker is here. Hakan, hello. I see no comments is from Russia, I think. Okay, here we go. Downton Abbey. Tarzan ropes. These are actually not cherries. These are jingle bells from Christmas time. William Reveles. Oh, really? Did Ozzy Osbourne pass away? I was just talking about Ozzy Osbourne this evening with my sister, and now I'm wondering, did she bring it up because he actually passed? Ozzy, did he pass away today? Oh my gosh, it was yesterday. Wow. Oh, that makes me sad. He was 76. What was the cause? I don't know if they said what happened. Okay, anyways. Sorry, I want to get to all the comments here. James Dillion, hello. It's winter. Merhaba says Lara. David says noise. Kaylin, I just got back from the gym with my sister. Nice. Kaylin, what kind of workout did you do with your sister? I guess you could do more than one kind, but what did you do for exercise at the gym? Mohammed Zubair, Naleen is here. Alpha, Kenny Kid, don't know who that is. Foon, Naomi Price, Taha Tahoe. Danielle says, very sad day. And Malcolm Jamal Warner, don't know who that is. The Shark Family, Prophets, Marshall Lawrence. Jesse, good to see you. How have you been, Jesse? I had a very nice I had a very nice Wednesday. It was busy. But yeah, it's felt like this week has really like ticked along quickly. He passed away just after finishing his farewell tour I mean, still sad, but I feel like the timing on that, at least like he was able to complete the tour. Kuroya is here. Tahoe, Hind Al-Sadi. We've got Patrick, Marshall Lawrence. Thank you very much. Doing well, stay motivated. How about you? Are you feeling motivated? Tony Sossman from East Tennessee. Very nice. I've been to Tennessee, only to Nashville. David Macron. Kaylin is a boss. Jesse says, I'm all right. Glad to hear it. My freckles are real. I get asked that all the time. They are real. Zimena, thank you. Bill Cosby show, the son is Malcolm Jamal Warner. Okay, I don't know any, other than Bill Cosby, I don't know any of the other cast members. Dance with Chloe is here. Mike Haley from Lexington, Kentucky. Hello, Mike Haley. Marshall Lawrence. I love the way you pronounce my last name. Makes me think that I'm not saying it the right way. Lisandro is here. Danielle, he was Theo from The Cosby Show. Yeah, Jesse, oh my goodness. We have the same weather here in Minneapolis. I was out this evening walking around and it was raining off and on, thunderstorms, some lightning today, but it's like in the 80s and it just is so humid, like sticky, sweaty, very uncomfortable weather. So we've got that here too. Kaylin says, my birthday is a week from today, next Wednesday. Happy early birthday, Kaylin. That's going to be so fun. All right, Sulex Angelo Demonito is here. James Hoffman, thank you. Andre, read the poll question and vote. That'll tell you what I'm drinking. Ahmad, Marshall Lawrence, Logan K, Brian Gonzalez, Earth speeding faster than usual. That's why days are going by fast. Kylie Smith is here. King James, the one and only King James. Words of motivation going through tough time or rough time. Something I tell myself is nothing lasts forever, and tough times what is it? It's something like tough times never last, or tough times never last, but tough people do. It's something along that line. Jeffrey is here. Were you nervous the first time you went live? I don't know if I was. Maybe a little bit. Only because I think I just wanted people to come that I could chat with. Leslie Zellner. All right, Demas is here. Logan, Kylie, Smith, you're in the UK. Hi, Maximus. Ice Cream. KJ, Tyler Dyson. I don't talk about my own religious beliefs on here. We've got Marshall. I'm hybrid. Work from home and also from the office. Seba is here. Hello. KJ says thunderstorm by us. Ahmad by Logan K. Antonio Salazar. Happy Wednesday. How was your Wednesday? Soli Diaz. Corey Garnett said hi. Hi, Ashley. Good to see you. How are you feeling today? Wow. Jesse, okay, you're saying it was 105 where you're at in Wisconsin. Heat index. Yikes. Hello, Omega Supreme. Angelo Demonito. Stella, thank you very much. Raj. Thos May. Fosho. Andre. Omega Supreme. Gorgeous weather in Jersey today. Lucky you. I wouldn't describe Minnesota weather as being gorgeous today. Dylan Diaz. Ryan Street from Jamaica is here. Yes, hit the like button if you haven't already. We're only at 25 likes. We can definitely get that up. Boo says I miss you. Let's see. King James says thank you. Ice Cream says bruh. I'm kind of neutral on Steve Carell. I don't find him super, super funny, Magic Johnson. But I've seen plenty of his movies. I don't like The Office. Gish is here. Hakan, Champ. Yes, these are Christmas earrings. Tarzan Robes. Jill Pristavek. Baxton, how are you, Baxton? Are you staying safe in the heat? Magic Johnson, I do like magicians. I see you, Just to Do. Thank you for joining. And Martello Modifies, good to see you again. So Lee Diaz, Ramon, Park Osterwich. Thank you, Ramon. Bear Hogan. We got Rinka Shimikito, Chris RR. Thank you so much, Chris, for the sub to the channel. If you haven't already and you want to subscribe, definitely subscribe. Dolphin043, I'm glad you like the earrings. I wear these on every single live stream. Rico Pushel, Texans Bull from Houston, Texas. Nice. Hi, Soli. Ashley, Rajesh Patel, Skittles, Christian. Hi, okay, Chris RR is from Long Island, New York, very nice. Sharik Ali, looks like you're from Iran. Jabulani, hello. Bad Wednesday because I'm watching you. Yabba dabba do. Still laughing at the Coldplay cam. I know, isn't it the most karmic thing ever? It's just like, it's so satisfying. I don't think I'll ever get tired of that. Green water fishing, thank you. Hello, JMS Carter 97. Ashley says I'm doing better. Okay, that makes me happy to hear that. Leffen Harper Holt, I'm sorry, you're from Missouri. Nice, so you're Midwestern like me. I'm here in Minnesota. Jesse says, yes, it was a terrible week at work. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Mr. Han, yes. Well, these aren't cherries. These are actually jingle bells. KJ, Chase from the UK. Snokamo, yes, we do have bears in Minnesota. We have black bears. As far as I know, last time I checked, we do not have grizzly bears here, just black bears. And black bears are, unless they're with their cubs, obviously you've got to be like, not an idiot around any animal that has its cubs or, you know, babies around. However, yeah, black bears are very like timid. They're very cute. They're kind of like raccoons. They're just like dumpster diver creatures. Achaz Wallace, doing great. Glad to have you here. Awesome is here. Woohoo! Good to see you, Awesome. How are you? Hi, Stefan, Ibrahim, Chris RR. Gorgeous weather in Southampton, New York today. All right. Drew Pack is here. Hail Rel. Baxton is back. Abu Nasser, Achaz Wallace. You're in the Bahamas in Nassau. Very cool. Abdullah, so Baxton, I had football practice yesterday and it was so hot. I'm sure it was. Seems brutal. Oh, you guys, there's a robin outside my window. It's so cute. Oh, I love when they stop by. Okay. Okay, where was I? Sorry. Cassidy, I was at your comment. Cassidy says, hi, Hannah, happy Wednesday. How was your Wednesday at work today, Cassidy? I feel like this week has been going so quickly, and I'm also not mad about it. It's just kind of been like power through, like just work, and then like weekend is a very nice break. Mia with an H. I'm on YouTube. What is the best advice? I don't really give out advice. Christian Delgado, Dolphin043. Just to Do says, I was watching a political channel, but it was making me angry, so I left and came here. That can happen with me too. Like some things can just like really upset me. And I feel like a lot of content is that way by design. It's meant to, sorry guys, I grabbed my phone cord and now I don't know where it went. Sorry, this is so stupid. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry to just leave like that, but I'm back. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes, I feel like political things, and also there's like other content, I can tell that it's rage baity, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna maintain control of my own emotions here, but yeah, there's a lot of just very inflammatory political content, and I feel like a lot of it is very toxic. All right, KG says it's raining in the UK, green water from the country. Cool. Martello, I need a Hannah in my life. Abdullahi, so. Tarzan ropes. Steve Carell is cringy funny. Yeah, he just doesn't really make me laugh. Captain Obvious, Harper Holtz, thank you for the sub. Martello, not this Hannah, but another Hannah. GIO, half full. Glass half full. Christian Delgado, you're in. I don't know that flag. Is that? I'm not sure. Okay, Ruby John, Z. I like the wall. Thank you, Harper Holt. Yeah, but how do you take your tea? Black, no milk or sugar? It's just plain tea. I occasionally will drink tea, but I drink it so infrequently that I don't really. There's like no fuss about it. It'll just be like water and then the tea. Thank you, Dolphin. 2 Houston Texans in the chat, says Steven. Magic Johnson, my favorite active magician is David Copperfield, but of all time, it's easily Houdini. Mine is Chris Angel. Halloween said hi, T-Rex. Harley and Sons Gingerbread Festival. Ooh, okay, Chris T with the tea recommendation. You're mute, I think 9.0. Halloween said hi. Let's see, just a dude. Oh, that dude that got caught cheating in the Kiss Cam thing. Yes, the Coldplay cam is what we're talking about. Just very cringy, but such an epic, like unforgettable internet moment, like forever. Magic Johnson, he's planning to sue Coldplay, so stupid. I mean, I don't think he's gonna win. Naresh Giri is here. Hello. Sampath Bandara, J91 Studios, Nali Lindsay. Coldplay thing is ironic, and I just want to like and just want to get on. Okay. We've got Jenna and Sophia. Danielle. Thoughts on Bigfoot? I don't think Bigfoot exists. Bader is here. Abdullahi, Tarzan. On Coldplay Cam, if they played it off like they were a couple, it wouldn't have gone viral. I thought that too. Yes, if they had just completely owned it, like no one in the stadium would have known, and their secret would never have gotten out. I'm convinced, that couple. Let's see. Frontman is from Iran. Nye Lindsay. Magic Johnson. Depends on the city in Missouri. Like Kansas City is definitely not in the Midwest, but St. Louis is. Just a Dude got recertified for CPR today. Congratulations. I feel like it's always good to have some kind of certification or something. It's just like the more skills you have to show and have like a license or certification for, the better. Big Hoss 920, you shouted me out on your channel. Thank you so much, Big Hoss. I so appreciate that. Hey, hello. JR the Boss says, Hannah, how are you, JR the Boss? Yes, ditto to what Yabba Dabba Doo said. Ashley, hope you're having a nice time settling down into your new life with your triplets. Oh. Ali Yildiz, Epop JM. I do not speak, or I don't teach English. Koaku is here. Let's see. Ronnie Lee says, I got it, LOL. Yes, what about it? Thank you so much. Benson Berg, Rip Aussie. Yep. Jaden Ballard is here. Life with SQ. 619664. Hello. Yes, I do have curly hair, naturally. Mohammed Chadili, I'm doing great. All right. Levi Chino is here. Hello, Willow Ryder, what's choppin'? Jojo Star says, welcome to Algeria. Victor C is here. We've got, dang it. We've got Ma Fatima, we've got Paul Cruel, Jalen and Food, Nick Shadden, Jay himself, Alam Gear, Kelvin Quay, Jalen and Food, thank you for subbing to the channel. Naba Prasad, Stefan, Tony Sossman from East Tennessee, Kenny Latinville, Jaden Ballard, Jasmine Chopra, Mad Dog is here, Jay himself, Jasmine Chopra, thank you so much. All right, Sergey, Mohammed, Stefan, Raymond Simon, hello, Zastalina Zarodinu, Winston Churchill, the greatest. That's so funny. I really like Winston Churchill. Hi, Tony. Hello, hello. Okay, Kyle D. NC says chai all day. Let's see what people are saying. Hibiscus has the most of any of the options. Then it's pretty much a three-way tie between Earl Grey, Moroccan mint, and chai. Interesting. Okay, I'll close the poll in like another 20 minutes or so. Tony is guessing I'm drinking Earl Grey. Diesel Bomber, I'm glad you like the Christmas earrings. I've just been wearing them since last December. Supatni 177, thank you, Brian Moses. Good to see you, Brian. Would you consider retiring from worldly life and focus on spirituality? I think you can do both, so I would never retire from the worldly life. Teodoro, hello, John Lara. Let's see, Jaden from I think you guys say it Amarillo, Texas. I don't have a Labubu. I think my sister might though. The United States of America. Love it. Oh, sunny, rain, and sunny in the USA, says KJ. Tav is here. How are you, Tav? Tav. Code says freckles. Yes, I do have freckles. Yasha Num. Okay, just a dude. Yes, Ozzy died yesterday. Yasha Mirza, Jojo Star, Goody Kumari, Shaquan Jackson, Ma, Yasha. Thank you, Paul Cruel. Double tap the screen, people. Ice Cream says W. Hi, Anders Larson. Braden Hicks, Hussein TV. Thank you. Yes, what about it? Caro. Yep. I have heard from probably 12 people now about Ozzy Osbourne. Yes. Guto Kowalski, hello. I had a lovely day today. How about you? And same to NC's question. Solid Wednesday. Worked today. Nothing remarkable. I mean, it was like pleasant, but very ordinary. Sydney Ariane, thank you. Hi, Harpreet Singh. Okay, Bharat Ozturk, King Sammy, the trillion-fold blesser. Hello, King Sammy, good to see you. Braden Hicks, Papa, thank you. The United States of America, thank you. Paul Cruel, just a dude. Winston Churchill was pretty awesome. Yeah, if I could go to dinner with anyone from history, I would pick Winston Churchill. KJ, I have almost 10,000 subscribers. We are climbing up from 9,000 something. I have 9.55 thousand subscribers. Paul Cruel says mushroom tea. Yabba dabba doo. Hey guys, Ozzy. Yes. I know. I was like, wait, why are people saying Led Zeppelin? That's not correct. Sujan Kaku. All right, Alchemist, thank you very much, Alchemist. Papa, MD's Silly Kid Stuff. Yabba Dabba Doo is correct, and after he left Sabbath, he was just Ozzy. Never played Led Zeppelin. Clement, hello. Wrecker Rex, doing good, thank you so much. Guto, saw you, Felix James, Sifiso, Andy Z in Virginia. I've been to Virginia. I'm doing good. Just solid Wednesday. Nothing remarkable to report. I do have some fun little lightly salted almonds I've got over here as a snack, but yeah, I mean, it's just like a solid day. How about you, Andy Z, Patty P, Branded, Craig, hello, Rasul, Marco Cruz, Yoshi Jones, Ice Cream, Adine Abbott, thanks, Brian. Win almonds, yes, I love almonds as a snack. MD Silly Kids stuff, yeah, the 24-hour live all day. Yes, for you guys, for those of you who haven't heard me say this before, I am going to be doing a 24-hour live stream. I would love for all of you to be there. The 24-hour live stream is going to be the last 2 days of August, so the last 2 days of next month, August 30th and August 31st. It's going to be over a weekend. It's Labor Day weekend here in the United States. So you guys should come and watch the 24-hour live stream, and also drop some suggestions for ideas you would like what you would like me to do, things I could do during the 24-hour live stream. Mr. Stack Rags, Joe, Guto, Blackie, Mohammed Dijon, Stefan, Brian is in South Africa. Eka J, always ready for Christmas. Yes. Just a dude, I'd go to dinner with Elizabeth I. Yes. Oh my gosh, that actually, I think she might even take the cake over Winston Churchill. Elizabeth I was so unusual, like never married, ruled for so many years, daughter of King Henry VIII. Like that woman was fierce and fearsome. So yeah, she might actually be more interesting to have dinner with than Winston Churchill. Cool Wizard from Florida. Brian Savage is here. I see Blackie, Mohammed, Big Cheese. Big Cheese saying maybe not go to dinner with Genghis as a woman. Yeah, fair enough. I think that's fair. Cassidy says, Hannah, in a few months, we're going to go from humidity to snow. I'm so excited. Yes, Cassidy, I am trying to slow myself down, but I find myself just like getting so excited for autumn. I cannot wait. But I'm like, okay, there's still some of summer, so enjoy it. SH says, hello, stay fan, don't know Stray Kids. Are you going to watch soap opera tonight? No, but that was a trivia question that was suggested and I completely forgot to ask it. So I'll do that as a trivia question. Okay, I see Rich made it in. Hi, Rich, how are you? Goodness, how are you holding up with the constant work? I always have to ask you that. Okay. Eventually, I will ask the trivia question. Guess my favorite soap opera. And see, MD's Silly Kids Stuff, KJ, Code. Brian is saying next thing that was his on, he got caught with the CEO. Okay. That is your favorite season. Sorry, I know I'm behind, so let me try and get caught up here. Hugo Gomez is here. Eli Q, Luis Quezada, Vimlesh, SH, I'm in Minnesota. I don't dance on here, MD's Silly Kids Stuff. It's Austin, Luis Quezada, Adjudicator. Let's see. Thank you, Rich, for all of the members emojis in the chat. Cassidy says August 30th to 31st, 24-hour live stream, going to be so much fun. Yes, I'm going to pin this comment so people just see it in the chat. I'm going to be having a 24-hour live stream. It's next month, August 30th and 31st. Come on by and catch some of the live stream. You can even watch some on Saturday, go to sleep, and then wake up and I will still be on live. Lee Hoffman, I already had dinner tonight. I had curry tofu scramble with some spinach, a veggie burger, and some quinoa. Shivani said hi. JB guessed hibiscus. Peter Olson, you know where I can find some almonds? Online or at the grocery store? Thank you, KP. Shibin Intimat. Rich, oh no, you're tired, Rich, is what I'm taking those emojis to mean. Hi, Ricardo. JB says, I need some dough, question mark. Cassidy, hi, Green Day. Hope you had an awesome Wednesday. Something to Die For is here. Kenneth Kinesvater from Pennsylvania. Tony Simon is here. Bilal Javed. Ali, Jorge Romero, MD Silicon Stuff says, get her to 10K. Yes, the reason why I am doing, a 24-hour live stream is to celebrate crossing 10,000 subscribers, which is due to happen probably the first week of August. So it's coming up here pretty soon. Ray, hello, Ray. I had a solid Wednesday. It wasn't extraordinary, but it was solid. So yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Like, it was just like a solid, pretty normal day. AM is here. Bilal, Spirit of Echiro. Curry tofu is my favorite. I wish I had merch. I do not yet have merch. That's like on the endless to-do list for my channel. I will announce it when I finally have merch to sell you all. Trying to Change is here. Opalescent, BG, Ali, Chris Spots. It's me, S77. Iana Garcia. Let's see, Guto Kowalski. Hannah the Girl in Black. Yes. Hi, Timothy Peters. Good to see you. Kenneth Bridges. Hello. Doing good. It's just been like, I don't know, kind of just like chugging along. Nothing crazy going on. Nothing. There's like been no recent traveling. There hasn't been any, I don't know, like major events. It's kind of just one of those like, you know, coasting periods where it's like routine, go to work, take care of the chores, but good. Just solid stretch here. Anthony Walker, thank you very much. I will keep it up. Bear Hogan, Rocking with Cowboys back. Thank you, General McEngland. I'm glad you like the earrings. They're a staple on here. Kevin Garner, JB says, in my eyes. Allie DeBlonde is here. Ray says, I sat on the floor for 2 minutes and haven't been able to walk the rest of the day. Uh-oh. Huh. Was it something that happened while you were sitting? Did you like pull a muscle? Yes, we're almost at 100 likes, everybody. We're at 90 likes. Thank you, Harper Holt. Allie DeBlonde had to get blood work done today. Thank you, General McEngland. Couch stream, always fire. It's so funny. I mean, nothing remarkable, I think, from the viewer's side. It's like me yapping on a couch, but people seem to really like the couch live streams. I'm glad that I decided to come back from my kitchen and just hang out on my couch for some of my live streams. Okay. Harper Holt, thank you. Bilal, Marm Elites. Luce Nielsen is here. Good evening. Eving Poltergeist. Ray says, no, I have 5 different spine conditions, and sometimes I forget that something as simple as sitting on the floor during band camp can leave me unable to walk for days. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Oh. Numbnut. Kiwi NZ, hello. JB says my favorite hobby is sitting. Mother is Mothering is here. Chloe Brown said hi. Bentley Endicott is here. Hello. Santiago, it looks like you're in Argentina. Cool, cool. Let's see what people are saying in the poll question. So hibiscus has gotten the most votes. Then it's chai tea. And this is a question of what tea do you think I am drinking right now? Also, Chris, thank you very much for the super chat. So if you haven't voted in the poll, go ahead, take a guess, see if you can figure out what tea. I was worried that maybe this little, whatever you call this thing, would give away my tea, but it doesn't have the label of the kind of tea on here. Do I have the box? I don't. I didn't bring it with me. NC, watching Dallas cheerleaders. No, I finished the Netflix documentary series on the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. So I am rewatching Downton Abbey. I'm gonna say this is like the 7th time I've watched it. It's probably more than that. Series that I love that are like very detail oriented, eye candy, excellent plot line, amazing characters. I have no problem just watching them over and over and over again. So I am watching Downton Abbey from the very beginning. Just the second episode is starting right now. And some of you might remember me saying this, but my birthday is in September, and I've decided that for my birthday, the theme this year is gonna be my British birthday. And the final Downton Abbey movie, there have been 2 so far, and the third and final Downton Abbey movie is coming out the day before my birthday. It's Friday, September 12th. So I'm gonna be going to the Downton Abbey premiere as part of my birthday weekend. All right, we've got Bilal, one question, Freddie, hello, Tyler H is guessing chai. Ray, Hannah just seems like a hibiscus girly. But remember, for those of you who don't remember or don't know, the correct answer to my poll questions is never, ever, ever the first option. And I believe the first option was hibiscus. It's not hibiscus. Ray, okay, read that comment. Gravy and Wrinkles the Duck. Gravy and Winkle the Ducks. Okay. Bing says the co-founder of the Heritage Foundation. Oh, that's sad. I didn't know that. Santiago Quinteros. Michael Love, hello. Sampath Bandara. Bilal. I don't speak Spanish on here. Okay, we've got JB, the lady doesn't lie. Gravy and Wrinkles, Wrinkle the Ducks. Wrinkle like wrinkled wrinkle like wrinkled clothes. German Jones, hello. We got Tyler H saying I was wrong maybe. Yeah, it's if you guessed hibiscus, it's not hibiscus. Rabija, Varkish Sisai. Nice earrings, thank you. Nadim, hello. Gravy and Wrinkle the Ducks, I guessed Earl Grey. It's either Earl or chai, it's probably chai. Okay, so we're at 40 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys 1 more minute and then I'm gonna close the poll question and tell you all what kind of tea I'm drinking tonight. So, Mason, thank you so much, Mason, for subbing to the channel. I appreciate it. Bentley thinks it's chai. I don't read Arabic script, but it looks like someone says it's Moroccan mint tea that I'm drinking. Thank you, Bilal, Celebrity Edits. Glad you like the earrings. These are Jingle Bell earrings from Christmas time back in December. Hello, Sadi. We're at 109 likes now. Thank you so much, guys. Mason, I'm gonna be 32 in September. Chai means tea, yes. Abdi Malik is here. Today's my birthday. It says Ilani Sunrise Lily. JB says SMH. Varkish Seaside. Okay, guys, I'm gonna close the poll question and let you guys know what the right answer is. Thank you, Bilal, for the sub. Okay, so first trivia question of today's live stream was, guess which type of tea I'm drinking in this cup. The top choice was hibiscus tea. It's not hibiscus tea because that was first in the list and it's never the first one you see. Second place goes to chai. This is not chai tea. I'm not a big fan of chai tea if I'm being honest. Then third place was Moroccan mint, and yes, congratulations to the 21% of you who guessed it right. I am drinking Moroccan mint tea tonight. I think I'm gonna go grab the box. I meant to have it here with me, but I'll show you what my, I'll show you what my box of tea looks like. 1 second. All right, guys, so, woo. For those of you wondering, this is the lovely tea that I have in my cup. Isn't it so pretty? I'll show you what one of these bags look like. Tea bags, I should say. So the brand is Stash, Moroccan Mint, and then there's the instructions on the back. So this is the tea I'm drinking. And just set it right back here with the almonds, because why not? Adrian, hello, good to see you. Is that what they drink in Morocco? Yes, it is, because I spent a summer living there, which you probably know from my members only vid. Yes, they are a tea drinking society in Morocco, and I had mint tea almost every day when I lived in Morocco. The thing that I didn't like as much there though is they would have their mint tea, which is, it's like healthy, but they would put like 10 sugar cubes into like a tiny little glass. So it was like just overly sugary tea. So I didn't like the preparation of the Moroccan tea that I had over there, but I do like it without the sugar. All right. Sorry, Tyler. It's not chai. Stefan Boyle, I think. Greystone Rogers says hi, Hannah. Sadi, hello. Brian A. This has been the most normal live I've been on in like 8 minutes. I'm glad to hear it. Hello, Mr. Dudes. Gravy and Wrinkle the Ducks was correct. Well done. Nice. Mr. Dudes, hello. Tyler H says, I had a feeling. Kamal Pariyar. Rob Faye, how are you? And how hot is it down in Arizona? I imagine it's very hot. My Thak Al-Shamli got it right. The rest of the other ones seemed too boring for you to drink, says Tyler. Let's see, JB. By the end of this, we will know all about you. Nice, yes. I mean, I do like sharing a lot about myself. Ooh, Paranormal Nightmare. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Paranormal Nightmare TV series. Hello. Have you tried the blueberry almonds? I think I have. If you're talking about like the snackable, like these snack packs of almonds where they've like dusted them with different flavors. I've had like cocoa, chocolate dusted almonds. I think I've had like cinnamon sugar ones, wasabi, like spicy ones, and I think I've seen the blueberry, like flavored ones. Okay. Varkish Sasai. Greystone Rogers, you must have been all over the world. Yeah, I mean, I've been to a lot of countries. Mason, no sugar, yeah. We got Tu Wen from Vietnam. Have you seen Jeepers Creepers? Yes. I mean, I don't think it's that scary compared to other horror movies, but yeah, I mean, I've seen it before. Blackie said hi. Tyson said hi. Mark Irwin, hello. Mohammed Noshad. That's a lot of sugar. You must be made of sugar. Remember, you will melt in the rain. Market Mines. Ibrahim is here. Miram Mosin. Mohammed Noshad. Travel and Art. Good evening to you. Rob Fay. Ooh, it is 103 degrees in Arizona. Oh, God, that sounds unbearable. Rajesh Majid, thank you so much. Glad you like the earrings. Olorun Mola. Majid, thank you. I keep wanting to say Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Nightmare TV series. Says, yep. Rich with the Cristiano, Gordon, Martha, and Squirrel members emojis. I seen the mint tea, favorite tea there, along with black Lipton. Imagine being allergic to almonds. I'm so glad I don't have an almond allergy. I love them so much. Zarathustra is here. Tyson. Utah in the house. Beast Gunnery is here. Let's see. Adrian 1000. Guess what? I hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations. That is no small feat. It is a climb to get to 1,000. I'm in AZ too, not fun, says Tyler. Thank you, Brian. Rooted is back. Gasum. Tyler, I'm glad you like the lives. Bilal is also a Virgo. Bentley says, I'm from Oklahoma. It's 89. I think you meant 89 degrees here. Ikimon, thank you. Mason Alston. Brian, I get heat bumps when I'm in the sun for too long. Yikes. Majid is in Iran. Hamish Kayel says it's 3 a.m. in Paris. It's either very late or very early, depending on how you want to look at it. But it is like the wee hours of the morning in Paris, France. Thank you, Hind Zatouni. Gasum, happy to have you back here. Okay, JB, La Paris, Anand, thank you, Mason. Hamish, I give up on sleep at this point. Oh no, you should try and get some sleep. Oh, don't pull an all-nighter. AM, I am 31 years old. John Marenge from Tanzania. Mason Alston. Nick, hello. Good to see you. I'm on here a bit early. Well, not anymore, but I started this live a bit early. We've got, okay, Anand's JB. I'm 37. Gasum says okay. I gotta give you guys another poll question. Second poll question of the night. Well, actually, let's do this first. Let's see how well you guys have been paying attention. Pop quiz. Who can tell me when my 24-hour live stream is? Lisa is here. Lisa is a member. Yes. How are you, Lisa? How was your Wednesday? All right, so we are gonna do a trivia question again. Who can tell me when my 24-hour live stream is gonna be? So take a look at the poll question, see if you can, like, if you've been listening to me, you should be getting it right. Okay, because I am doing a 24-hour live stream. Jay Holmes, hello. Greystone is from Sierra Leone. Anand, very cool. Mason, Lisa, yes, I saw you. Let's see, Hannah, last Tuesday, I turned 32 years old. Nice. I will be turning 32 like you very soon. Bentley, yes, you are correct. August 30th to the 31st. Lisa says, well, Hannah, I hope you are. I just went and got my very first iPhone. It's an iPhone 15. Nice. For the longest time, I was an Android user, and then finally back in February, so what, like maybe 5 months ago or something, I finally crossed over from Android to iPhone, and I love my iPhone. Everything is synced now. All my devices are Apple devices, and yeah, I've been really happy with it. I don't know, this is my first time watching your live stream. Life is good, Kenneth. How about you? How are you doing? Adrian 1000, I just got here. What happened? I don't think anything's happened really. Rich said hi. Rising to shine. Happy 32nd. That was, I think, Nick who said that. Yep, Azu. Bahram from Iran. Thank you very much. Mole, American Boathead. Gasum. Mexican Bandits. Daniel says Apple rocks. I know. I do really like Apple products. I got nothing against Samsung. I got nothing against like Google phones and all that. But yeah, Apple is like my world now for tech. Okay. Ibrahim is 34. Hector Gonzalez. Lisa says, I heard you talking about it, and it gave me the strength to get out there and make this challenging change. So thank you for that encouragement, unbeknownst to you. I love hearing that, Lisa. That's so sweet. Thanks for that comment. Rising to shine. Honestly, solid Wednesday. I mean, I was saying this before, but like, pretty average day in terms of just, it was a work day. The weather was just off and on rainy today. Actually, I had a mishap today, but luckily a very kind stranger helped me out. So I went grocery shopping. I just headed over and got some groceries from my grocery store, and then because it was raining, I didn't think this through, but one of my grocery bags, and luckily I was in a good spot where I wasn't near a puddle, but one of my grocery bags, like the bottom just fell out of it because it got wet, and like my groceries just landed on the street, or I should say on the sidewalk, and rolled into the street. And this really kind stranger who was nearby was in his car, and he's like, hey, I have a plastic bag if you need one. And then he actually helped bag up my groceries. I was like, oh my gosh, you are a godsend. Thank you so much. So yes, I did have a very, very kind stranger help me retrieve my groceries from the ground, from the pavement, because my grocery bag broke today. Okay. Come to Iraq. I don't know how to say your username. Belle Nunez. Gasum is 35. Sulex, first time here. Abdul Ali says vegan glasses. CJ McCrae, how are you? All my viewers, Apple Works, JB, DMVZ. Good to see you, member. How are you? Greystone is 25. Adrian 1000. I was saying about what happened of the questions that I was not here for. Oh, I see. Yes, thank you for the subscriber update, Rich. We're at oh my God, this is crazy to say. 9.6 thousand subscribers, you guys. I've said this a million times. My number one YouTube goal for this year was to make it to 10,000 subscribers, like end of December. At December 31st, New Year's Eve, I wanted to make it to 10,000 subscribers. We are at already 9.6 thousand subscribers, and it is not even August yet. So really, really exciting stuff, guys. Recorrect says, I only just noticed that second ear piercing at the top. Yes, yep. I can do a trivia question about this too. Thank you, Hamish Kayel, Tambu family from Indonesia. J King, Bilal, thank you very much. Gasum, you're very kind. I'm wearing a simple H&M black t-shirt. I think this costs maybe like $8. I've had it for years. And just simple black pants. Like, nothing fancy, but I appreciate it. Ooh, big cheese. Oh my gosh, we've had a worms issue this week, so had to deal with that. Whoa, a worms, like stomach worms? Oh, what is that? I'm very curious now. Even if something sounds horrible, it's in my nature where like I have to know like more if I'm curious. Oh, do I even want to Google this? Stomach worms in humans? Oh. Oh my God. How do you even get this? Oh, this is so scary. Okay, humans can get tapeworms by eating raw or undercooked meat. Roundworms. Oh my God. Hookworms. Oh my God. Oh, I mean, really gnarly stuff. It's interesting, but it's very disturbing. Wow. So scary. Wow. Okay, that was a little rabbit hole. That's pretty disturbing, but anyways. Sorry. Chef Jesse Burkett is here. Yes, the stomach ones. Oh, too late. I Googled it. Bear Hogan, Chef Jesse Burkett, Sulex, like the positive energy. Thank you. Oh no, it's been horrible. Here's the thing. I feel like in another life, I actually could have been a nurse or a doctor because I actually really like learning about different conditions and diseases and body things. Like, it fascinates me. However, I do have a very, very like mortal fear of blood and needles. So that part never would have worked out. But I'm just like, out of curiosity, without getting like way too like descriptive and TMI, it's just like, what's it generally like having worms? Ooh. Adrian 1000. I do have Instagram. It's the same exact name as my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to follow me over on my Instagram page, just go on over to Instagram, and if you search Hannah in Health, you can copy paste it from YouTube, search on Instagram, you will find me over there. It's the same profile picture as my YouTube channel, so it should be pretty easy for you to find. Chef Jesse Burkett says time to fast. Hi, Siu Bahiru. Mason Alston, I don't have merch. You're like the second person to ask this unless you asked it before. I want to have merch so badly. There hasn't been any time in my schedule to get that set up. But I will eventually have merch, and I will let you all know as soon as it's like available to you, or like once I have it in the works for sure, like a launch date. Innocent Nialunga is here. Raymond Church said hi. Was a bit uncomfortable, but it's more the mental thing knowing about it. Ooh. Yeah, that's very scary. Jawad Nurani, Daniel, oh no. My cousin had a stomach worm a while ago and yogurt really helps. Ooh. It's good to know. For me, it's like the knowing component is always good in my opinion. Like just it's better to know and face brutal reality than like be ignorant of stuff that can actually happen to you. Just face reality no matter what. But ugh, it sounds horrible. Chef Jesse Burkett's. Oh, I see. Oh, Chef Voyage. That's funny for your Instagram. Pavel is here from Russia. Hello, Pavel. Bilal, almost 10K. You truly deserve it. Keep shining. Thank you. Hermosa Ojos. Thank you, D. Williams. Savannah is here. JB says make a shirt for merch, I'm guessing. DB Goats. Hello. Please don't run before you can walk, says Yabba Dabba Doo. Daniel, I'm drinking Moroccan mint tea. I've got my tea box, I should say. The brand is Stash at the top, and then you can see there it's Moroccan mint tea. Moroccan mint green tea. So it's got green, it's actually a blend. It's green tea, spearmint, lemongrass, and peppermint. Okay. Yeah, Big Cheese, it really helps. David Cortez is here. I am wearing Christmas earrings in July. I've been wearing these since last December. NS is from Sri Lanka. Hello, NS. David Cortez, Hinzituni, Austin X Boyd says it's lean. Abdullah Al Nasif Gamer from Bangladesh is here. NC says something coffee related merch. I know. I would want it to be something that is very, like unique, well, as unique as it can be to my channel. Like something you guys all know that I really love. I wouldn't want it to just be kind of like a half thought out, lazy merch situation. So, thinking on it. Excuse me. Kevin on the streets. Teabag. Greystone Rogers. Your live stream will end up in 1 a.m. Not for me. I will not be on here until 1 o'clock in the morning my time. That would be a bit much. Joe Ski, have you been brainstorming for this 24-hour live stream? Yes, I have been. I've been collecting ideas. I have been thinking through what activities I should do when based on the time of day and if I have a dip in energy level. I've figured out roughly what like the time will be. So I am going to be sleeping in until 10 a.m. probably on Saturday, and then start my live stream 10:30 or 11 in the morning, and then just go all the way through Sunday. But yeah, I have ideas for foods, snacks, beverages, lots of coffee, different things I could show and tell you guys on the live stream, like all the books I have on my bookcase, the plants I have at home. I have a sock collection. I have mugs from different, parts of the world and different times in my life. I have scarves, like some pretty cool scarves I could show you. And then of course, like baking, like cooking a meal, baking something. Yeah, there's so much stuff I could do. Optimus Prime is here. Hello. NS is from Sri Lanka. Greystone Rogers, I want to try. Your live stream will end up okay. I heard chamomile tea really helps with sleep. I've heard that too. Hunter Hines. I'm not the one to ask about your hypertension. Cereal Chiller. I use the same cup. Do you? It's a Betty Crocker cup. Cherry Head says Dwill. Mohammed Noshad. Optimus Prime. Ernest Crawford. Ernie from Liverpool, home of the Beatles. Yes. Halim Bouazria. Sulex. How many languages can you speak? I speak English and German. Like I can actually like talk and have conversations in English and German. And a little bit of Spanish. I took 3 years of Spanish. JB, a shirt that says Hannah in Health on the front, on the back, Hannah in Health symbol, maybe. Richie Cunningham, hello. I had a solid Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, just, it was a work day, pretty dreary weather. It's been on and off rain, cloudy, with a little bit of sun, but kind of sticky, humid. But overall, yeah, like a solid, pretty average work day. How about you, Richie? Benjai is here. We've got Joski. Any surprise guests? Yes, my sister and TT the cat. The plan is to have my sister and TT come by. Fam Jam, thank you. Big Cheese, Hunter Hines, Adrian 1000, my auntie in Dominican Republic lost her phone. Okay. Sulex, big Liverpool fan here. I hope you're not an Everton fan. Oglock Baby, Eskamali. Big Cheese says, thing is with Liverpool is that they always try to walk it in. Mr. Handsome, Surinder. Ice cream says beautiful. Daniel says, what's your daily eating habits? You look fantastic. Well, I'm vegan. If you go to my YouTube channel and you watch, like you look for my videos, you'll see most of my videos are vegan and gluten-free recipes. So I do eat vegan and gluten-free. I try to really, not entirely cut out, but like day to day, like just your typical meal, like I try to really eliminate fried foods, added sugars, really like fatty, did I say that? Yeah, fatty foods, added sugars. I mean, I eat some processed foods, but yeah, just try to eat as like whole food, fibrous food as I can. And then I drink a lot of water as well. Chef Jesse, dude, Mr. Handsome is creeping, LOL. My love, okay, Drone Plays. Luis Oliveira, hello. Don't know anything about sleep apnea, Hunter Hines. Andrea Rodriguez, feeling good. How about you? Hi, Angela Willis, Leona Church, thank you. Marshall, I am half Euromix and half Ethiopian. Yabba Dabba Doo says, ooh, miss here, your socks collection. Yes, my sock collection. When I travel, when I go, different places, I love to, if there's like a gift shop somewhere, or usually you can find like in a gift shop, there's so many little trinkets, and often I found they will have like pairs of socks that you can buy with like a pattern on them. For example, I went to the Tate Museum in London years ago, and I went to the museum gift shop there, and the Rosetta Stone, for those of you who don't know, it's in the Tate, and so I got gift shop socks that were the Rosetta Stone that had hieroglyphs on them. Sadly, I wore those socks so much that they eventually had holes worn in like the heel and probably some of the toes too. It's like I so overwore those socks that I had to get rid of them. But those were like a really fun keepsake. I wish there had been some way to repair those socks, but I think they were pretty beyond repair. Ernest, okay, Travel and Art. Last time you've been on a jog, yesterday. Ergo Video Oasis. I played golf today. Very cool. I have actually never played golf in my life. Richie Cunningham. I've done mini golf, but real golf where you go to a golf course and there's caddies and there's like different irons you're using. I know like nothing about the game of golf other than like you are trying to putt the golf ball into the like hole at the end of the green or whatever you call it. Yeah, but I don't know anything about like which iron you're supposed to use, like golf club you're supposed to use, and yeah, no. Like what's like appropriate shoes you should like, what are really good shoes, what are like definitely don't want to wear these shoes, like dress attire, like can you go to a golf course and just wear anything? My guess is no, you can't just wear anything you want, but again, don't know how it works. Angela Willis is here. Pavan, hello. Hunter Hines. I don't answer any kind of medical questions on here, so you should talk to someone, not me. Not gonna write a cooking book. I think there's just a bajillion of those already out there. Nothing new to add from me. Rami is here. Suave Entertainment, doing well. Big Cheese. Carrie Hoke. Hello, Carrie. I'm doing good. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Ice Cream says, I'm gonna eat my cup of noodles. Hannah, you look 21, not 31. I get comments often in my chats that people think I am in my 20s. I will take that as a compliment. I would rather look somewhat younger than way older than my age personally. But yeah, I am gonna be 32. You've got quite the canvas sitting on them shoulders, says Adrian Alvarez. Manish, Daniel, do you feel energetic throughout the day or a bit weaker while being vegan? So I've been vegan for 13 years. I went vegan when I was 18 back in 2012. And so I was vegan all through college, all through my years abroad, and every job I've ever had, vegan. So it's like, I've run marathons as a vegan. I do 10-mile races, 5K. Like, you can see my channel. Like, I've felt no shortage of energy or like desire to do things as a vegan. Shen, Love123, Manish, Big Cheese, why would you come on YouTube? Gabby's, do 24-hour streams count? Denise, Samuel Massey. Hunter, okay. Unlawful Rice. Odin says, we love you, Ozzy. Yes. Cassidy says, I've decided it's between the cake pan and the knives for my mom's Christmas present. I'm leaning toward the knives, but I've got some time. I love that. You're so sweet, Cassidy. Yeah, I mean, being totally honest, I am already so excited. Like, this sounds really bad because it's July 23rd. As I'm saying this, but I am already really excited for fall and really excited for the Christmas season, but I have to stop myself and just be like, okay, but this is how the years can just fly by and it feels impossible. It's like, I tend to just be like thinking way ahead of things, but I feel you, Cassidy. I'm very excited thinking about Christmas time. Drone Plays, have you been to Denver, Colorado? Yes, I've been there twice. The weather is so bad, it's so smoky, but it's really rainy now. I was there 2 years ago, and then I was there more like 8 years ago. So it's been a few years since I last was in Denver. Ergo Video Oasis, Sulex. We can teach you how to golf. Nice. I'd love to learn at some point how to golf. Agar, Nicholas, had a great Wednesday. How about you? Thank you, Shu John. Manish, Ajami. Thank you, Odin. Tweevil to Hope, hello. Also, I'm laughing at the poll question. If you haven't voted in the poll question, like, vote. So, I mean, still the correct answer is getting the most votes because my 24-hour live stream is August 30th to August 31st. I'm already saying what the answer is. But just like, you guys, people in the poll, they still guessed the first option, even though I didn't even list anything there. I just put 2 dash marks and people still picked it. It just shows you that so many people don't actually pay attention and they just pick the first thing they see. But I'm liking this. So I'm gonna end it there because the correct answer still is the most picked. Ernest is on a seafood diet. Too Evil Hope says, hi Hannah, I love the extreme weather. You know, it definitely fascinates me, but I'm just kind of like, I was out this evening after work and it was actually sunny for a little bit. Like, it was like hot, humid, sticky, but there was some sun and now I'm like, what's going on? Like, today was very mysterious with the weather, Too Evil to Hope. I do think it's exciting when there's extreme weather, where you're like, oh my gosh, that's the siren, or there's, like a little bit of danger, there's like a huge thunderclap or lightning bolt. However, it is unfortunate when you have like plans outside, like you are planning to, train for a race and you have to do a practice run outside or other stuff that was supposed to be outside. It's a bummer when the weather gets in the way of your plans, but I didn't have anything really tonight except just, walk around a bit outside. Carrie Hook says, not bad. Thanks, Hannah. Happy Wednesday. Yes. You look younger than 21, says Horse Lover. Ajami, Chloe Brown. You look like you're in your teens. I don't think I look like a teenager. There is when I see teenagers these days, as someone in their 30s, there is just like this, not baby look, but they just look so young compared to people in their 20s and 30s. Sorry, there's something in my eye that's been like bothering me. Book lovers, hello, how have you been, book lovers? I don't do background music on here because of copyright issues. Ki Jaiban. Hi, Harsh. Dusty is here. Ooh, okay. If you're accident prone, be super, super, super careful then. Thomas Barron is here. Book Lover says August 13th is the first day of school for me. Can't wait. I always loved the beginning of school, you guys. I loved it. I really enjoyed school. I loved the schools I went to. I loved the kids in my school. Yeah, it was just always so fun. Dutch Wolf is here. Harsh Yadav. Greenleaf Music is back. Sleeping Hermit. You know what? I don't want to do a trivia question because it's so boring. I'll just say my age. I'm 31 years old. Haroon, Rupert Bishop, thank you. I don't know what scoose is. What is scoose? Scoose. It's a type of stew and the accent and dialect of English spoken in Liverpool. Oh. It's a hearty dish traditionally made with meat and vegetables. I mean, any like hearty foods I just love. Scoose? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Rommel is here. Hello, Rommel. Hi, travel vlogger, Cherry Girl. What's up? I'm doing good. Just hanging out, chatting on this live stream. That big dude with glasses, music. Hello. Thank you. Adrian 1000. And guess what? I lost 32 pounds today because I ate healthy. I'm sure you didn't lose it all in one day. That would be quite something. But it sounds like you've been doing something to lose weight if it's 32 pounds. Shane L. Enosh Thoiba, native agnostic from Indian Territory, Oklahoma. Nice. Viswanath and B. What will you do? 24-hour streaming. Lots of activities. Eating food, eating snacks, making things in my kitchen, showing you guys different, collections of things at my home. Not collections, but just like books and mugs and other stuff you might want to see. Okay, guys, looks like 30% got the trivia right. That's not as high as I would like it to be, but I'm gonna remind you all here, my 24-hour live stream is happening next month. Mark your calendar. It's the last 2 days of August. It's August 30th and August 31st. So come to my 24-hour live stream. It's gonna be probably a little crazy because I've never been on a live stream anywhere close to that number of hours, but I like the challenge, and I also love live streaming, so I figure whatever, just do it. Daniel says, I picked the dash one though. I thought it means I don't know. Oh, I see. Huggy Bear says life is mysterious. Ray Mysterio, okay. JB says, be careful, Hannah. Bilal says, I'm in Dubai and here it's very hot. I believe it. Cassidy says, you literally gave a blank for the first option the other night and people still chose it. I know. There's no getting around the fact that some people just like absent-mindedly pick the first option. Adil Mohammed, JB says, be safe. Travel and Art, running in the rain is sweet. Just watch the puddles. Yes. Shane Inash, Richie Cunningham, favorite school subject as a child. Ooh, I should do this as a trivia question. I'll do it as my next one. Okay, this is tough. What would it be? Let me think on this for just a second. Okay. School. What are emojis for school? Okay, here we go. Guess my favorite subject in school. Was it? Oh, this is tough. Okay. Was it biology, civics, English, or math? Let's see. Can you get it right? That was inspired by Richie Cunningham. So next trivia question has to do with this is in let's say like middle school and high school. What was my favorite subject in school? Asila Rajapaksha NC says, buying new notebooks and pens was like Christmas. I know. It was just the back to school excitement was just like the most exciting thing. I remember going to Target. I remember going to probably Office Max or Office Depot, like getting notebooks, getting the pens, getting pencils, getting so much stuff. It just was like the best. Travel and Art says better than the heat. Yabba dabba do. Do you ever get cabin fever living in the city? Do you mean, is that cabin fever? I don't know what cabin fever is. I mean, I love being in the city. I've lived in rural America and I was personally miserable. I did not like it. I'm very much a city person. I like to be around a lot of people. I like to have instant access to medical services, a million grocery stores, Uber, Lyft, if I need it, repair, like delivery is overnight. Yeah, I don't really get sick of being in the city because I love it so much. But every now and then it's really fun to just like get out of the city for a change of pace. Book Lover says, I'm about to play Fortnite for the first time on my laptop. Nice. I've never played Fortnite before. Don't know anything about it. Daniel, I'm going to become an engineer in a few more months. Wow. Excited but scared. LOL. Life going to be different after graduation. Yes. There is definitely a transition period. Yeah, I mean, it's daunting, but just think about like, all these people ahead of me, older than me, they did it, so I can do it too. All I know is that AWSD is to move, I think. Oh, I see. I think for Fortnite. I'm not a teacher, no, but I did teach English for a year in Munich, Germany. Tia is here. Richie says scoozer is a slang to describe a Liverpool Gentleman, okay. Interesting. Did not know that. Robert Quick said hi. Chief the Medicine Man, hello. Adam is here. Robert Quick, we're just hanging out talking about different stuff. Morning, watching from Liverpool, England. Amazing. I've never been to Liverpool. I've been to London and Oxford, but I would like to get to more cities in the UK. Sentosh is here. Brian Testerman. Ali Kalkbrenner. Ali. I think it's Ali. Welcome back, Ali. I remember you from Monday night. Ernest Crawford says, Richie, I'm Ernie from Liverpool, home of the Beatles. Emma, hello and happy birthday. Carrie Hoke says, you could learn to make an origami paper crane. Yes, I love this suggestion. Just things I can do. Like, you guys, I have 24 hours to fill up with activities. So, I love that idea. Origami for 24-hour live stream. Heck yes. Yabba dabba do. Love how you mispronounce words. If you're talking about scoose, I don't know how on earth you would say that as a Brit. Yes, what about it? What do you think of people from the French Foreign Legion? I don't know what that means. Ice cream, but I'll never need to work for a living, so I do what I want. Brian, Travel and Art, 24-hour live stream, A Stoner's Paradise, Another World, Kushi, Ram. My favorite Edgar Allan Poe poem. Oh, I think it's The Cask of Amontillado. Golfer Kid 5, thank you. Ice Cream says I'm sensing history. I actually don't think did I list history on here? Okay. My favorite subject in school. You guys are very divided on this. So civics has the most, and then English and math are split, and then it's interesting. For once, actually, the first option in the poll is last place. Good job, guys, because it's never the first option. Yes, biology the first option. It's not biology. I did not like biology. Like, I didn't have a natural interest in biology. I struggled with biology. I had such difficulty, like, remembering, like, mitosis, like, cell division, it's like all the parts of a cell, the Golgi apparatus, and the mitochondria, and it's just, I really didn't care. I knew obviously it's important, but I just was like, I'm bored to tears. And you can be bored, but still really good at something. But I had the double whammy of, like, I was bored to death, and I really, like, it was not natural. Like, I was not naturally good at biology. Like, I just had to reread things and memorize things. It was just, like, not fun. Biology was not fun. Okay. Joel Downing is here. Hello. Yes, I was out tonight. We had sunshine earlier today, and now it's like the sky is kind of purple. I don't know what this weather, I kind of want to look up the forecast. The weather is just weird today in Minneapolis, but I had sunnies on today because I actually needed them, and then I came home and then just left them on. Okay, Minneapolis forecast. I feel like we're about to be getting some, like, storms here. Let's pull up the hourly forecast, but I also know I'm behind. Chief the Medicine Man, guest biology, travel vlogger. You're so inspiring to me in a positive vibe. Energetic, and you replied so detailed, whoever asked, that I really taught me how to be energetic with people. Thank you, travel vlogger. Ice cream guest biology. Oh gosh, and I just said all that about my struggles with biology. Peggy Hecke, Olivera Lopez, Little Tony LT, Hola Senorita. Dusty says, Hannah was wondering if you knew any natural pain relief remedies. I was thinking medicines. No, I don't know any natural pain relief remedies. Anytime I've had, like, real pain, like if I had an injury from, like, soccer or whatever, I would take like an Aleve, or I would take, what's the other one? Is it Tylenol? It would just be like a simple over the counter, like you just like one and done kind of thing. But yeah, I don't really know the natural pain remedies. If you know, you know, says Yabba Dabba Doo. Book lovers, I told him to call a number and it was just screaming. He didn't call it. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Sorry to hear that, Harper. Little Tony LT, you like Civics. Honda Civic. Brother Ramik Soon. Gurmeet Singh. Ice Cream says she grew up with pawns in her family property. Hype Machine, I do know German. Shane Enosh, anything weird happened to you guys lately? Not to me. I'm doing okay. Okay. Sorry, yawning. I'm just trying to get a sense of like what the weather situation is for tonight. I'm not getting, here's the hourly forecast. Yeah, it looks so dark and ominous outside. But, I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Ice Cream says I need traffic noise pollution to feel normal. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a very urban area, so I'm just so accustomed to lots of people around. You can instantly get to things if you need to get to a drugstore, if you need to get to a hospital, if you need to get to like a Target, a Walmart, a Starbucks, like literally anything you could possibly need in the United States of America, like you're gonna get in a big city. And I love the convenience. Obviously there's downsides to living in a city too, but for me, yeah, I will always prefer to be in a city. Aaron Sini, hello Hamza Akdid. Book lovers, I turn off my computer, but when I turn on it, it's still frozen. Okay. Girly Pop 121, top 5 DOA. Richie Cunningham is talking to Ernest in Liverpool. Hi Levi. Let's see. Bonjour. Cassidy. This was really hard, but I chose math. English was a close second, as I know you taught it in Germany. Yes. I know, I was thinking some facts that people know about me might throw them off. Like Sue, Doja Cat, question mark. Jay is here. Book lovers restarting the laptop. Ken wants to know if I care to share any of these almonds. I love these almonds. They're so tasty. Mark, I was born without knowing anything. So was I. Solomon, Daniel, hello. Mango subprime. Shane. Only thing I remember about biology is the biology teacher's disappointed look every day for 2 years. Oh no. Yeah, it just was not fun. Not a fun experience. Dexterity went with math for the poll. Thank you, Mu Ishsan, Janaliton da Silva, Almira, Mike Kalua, SM, hello, Hannah. If we get 20K, that is quite, I mean, oh, I love this question from SM. Hannah, if we get 20K subscribers, will you do a 48-hour live instead? Being up for 2 days, that is worrisome. I'm like very certain I can do 24 hours straight, but being up for 48 hours, that is like frightening to me. So I'm gonna say no. I don't see really a safe way to do 48 hours. Like just the toll that would, like, I feel like at that point, like you are actually really harming your brain. Demba, doing well. Toby from West Palm Beach, Florida is here. Yuval, what gets you out of bed in the morning? Well, work. I have no choice. I work a 9 to 5 job. I really love it, but obviously, like, most of us in the world have to work for a living. And so, yeah, what gets me out of bed is my responsibility to go and do my job and pay my bills and, I mean, live the life that I want. I could just not go to my job, but that's realistically, like, not an option for me. So, yeah, it's my job, but also, you know, obviously on weekends, I don't work my 9 to 5. Weekends, it's just like, just enjoying the day. I love getting outside. I love getting fresh air. I love cooking. I love baking. I love working out, creating things, filming YouTube videos, checking to see if there's any new brand collaborations that have like rolled into my inbox. So there's like lots of things, you know, obviously if like I'm meeting up with friends, family, loved ones, whoever, if I have like a coffee outing or a brunch planned, that's obviously, I'm excited to wake up for that and see people. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of reasons and a lot of things that like get me out of bed, but it does depend on the day. Brother Ramkisoon, thank you. Pete Perez, Book Lovers is heading out. Bye, Book Lovers. Incognito. Nunchucks. I have no idea why nunchucks are called nunchucks. No idea, but it is, and it seems like an odd name. It makes me think though that there's a reason behind all of it, behind the name. Dexterity. I love almonds too. Tango WZ says all classes suck. I disagree with you there. There are a lot of subjects I loved in school. Michael Sebagabo, Armando Algiata, Red Sox diehard. I remember you from the other night. Hello, Red Sox. Dexterity, I do like pistachios, but not as much as I like almonds. JM says, what major? I'm not going to tell you what my major was in college because I think that would give away the answer. I think, yeah, it definitely would. SM says, that's it, I'm unsubbing. Then, LOL, JK. I just am not willing to put myself through 48 hours of being awake. That is actually, I mean, there's a reason why, like, legally in the United States, doctors can work and often are required to work 24 hours. Like, it's pretty crazy to think this, but there are doctors who are up for 24 hours working one 24-hour shift, and they are seeing patients, they are doing medical procedures. Like, I personally think that's a bit risky and scary, but I mean, if whoever is deciding these shifts didn't think it was possible, they wouldn't be having doctors work 24 hours. But I mean, I've never heard of a doctor working 48 hours straight, because I think that's like a whole nother level of exhaustion and probably brain damage, not damage, but like, it's such a severe toll on your body. Dwayne Hunt is here. Reaper, hello. Good to see you, Reaper. Same to you. Hope you had a wonderful day. Armando Yogendra from Nepal. Jill. Daniel says, I haven't started doing what I love because I fear being judged. No. Daniel, okay. I have some, like, yes. This is something that keeps people so, like, this is what leads to regret at the end of your life, is you were, like, people who they were so afraid of what others would think about them and judge them. If you can just let go of what other people think, like, it's not the end of the world. In 100 years, we all will probably be like dead and gone anyways. No one will remember 100 years ago, whatever. But also too, there's a great quote that I saw from, it's Alex Hormozy's wife, Layla Hormozy. They're huge on YouTube. But just this one has stuck with me forever. The people who judge you are the people who are too afraid to do anything worth judging. I will say that a second time. The people who judge you are the people who are too afraid to do anything worth judging. So they're sitting on the sidelines, making snide little comments, making fun of you, hating on you, calling you names, being like, "What? Who do they think they are?" But it's like, just take a good look and realize like they themselves are probably like too afraid to actually do what you're trying to do. So do not let what other people, like once you can just let go of what other people think of you and judging you, hating you, like then you really can do anything you want if you can just remove your fear of what other people think. I am not a doctor. IOE at ease. Gianna forever, yes! Making earrings great again. I love that. Thank you, Gianna forever. So good to see you. I am future. When did you get out of jail, Holmes? Jill, my biggest fear? That's a good question. I don't think it's any like material thing, like a spider or a centipede or anything like that. I don't know. That's a really good question. I feel like it would have to do more with like a big goal that I got to the end of my life and I had like a huge regret. Like I don't have one yet, but it's like there's stuff I really want to do, like experience or accomplish in my life, and I do not want to get to the end of my life with like major regret. So heal. Thank you very much, Sohail Safari, for the sub. Lucky you, I got my kids on weekend, says Red Sox Die Hard. I mean, I'm sure it's fun with your kids though. Crystal Alexander, favorite dinner to eat, and what's your favorite dessert? Favorite dinner, it sounds so boring, but at this point it's like what I eat most days because I just don't have a lot of time to cook for myself or run out and, grab takeout. I also try not to get takeout just because it's expensive. So my favorite dinner, if I am gonna grab a quick meal, it's like a Chipotle bowl with brown rice, black beans, guacamole, pico, or it's like a homemade meal of mushroom veggie burger, quinoa, and curry tofu scramble. Like that's a pretty standard dinner for me. Favorite dessert of all time, it's like a tie between chocolate cake and chocolate cake, vegan chocolate cake, or affogato, which is a scoop of ice cream with espresso poured over the top. Peace and joy is here, JM. Levi Sulex is here, thank you. Michael Sebagabo, Samsa. Oh no, any tips for how to get off Red Bull addiction easily? I'm not the right person to ask. I mean, I don't give out any type of like health, medical advice on here. I also just was not a Red Bull consumer, so I can't relate to that. Okay. All classes was dumb. I was too cool for school, says Red Sox Die Hard. Travel and art. Are you into color analysis? I've never really gotten into that, but I can't say really yes or no because I don't know much about it. BT is here. Kijai Ban, your major is psychology? I did not major in psychology. A Marie, hello. I'm doing good. How are you? Good to see you again. Rahim, Kijaiban, Alam or Marketing 100%. Josh Della, hey Hannah, thanks for bringing a brightest on some of our darkest days. You're welcome, Josh. Thank you, Asfand. Your fave Ellie is here. Yes, I am wearing Christmas earrings. These are Jingle Bell earrings. Let's see. Reaper, just want you all to know you're amazing and unique. Thank you, Reaper. BT guessed math for the poll. Let's see. Wow, things have changed. Okay, so now biology has the most of all four. Then it's English, then it's math, then it's civics. I feel like everything completely swapped. Red Sox Die Hard says, I never went to class in high school. I was chasing the chicks and partying. Oh gosh. Let's see. Baxton is back. Kirby, hello. How are you, Kirby? How's life in Mississippi? Rosie Albert, thank you. Is artificial sugar unhealthy? My guess would be yes. Victor Monteroso, Dexterity, brother Ramik Soon, Jill says hi, hello Tommy Brown Jr., so good to see you. Gianna Forever says facts, straight up. Colasante Wharton, Sulex, if you stream for 24 hours, I'll need 24 smoothies just to keep up, okay? Love your advices, says Sulex. Colasante Wharton, I'm doing well. Daniel says, you know what, you're so right, because people who judge me are normally people that have a life. Yes, and that's another great quote where it's just like, it's similar to like the advice thing where it's like people who are like telling you how to live your life, and they have all the answers, and they're like, oh, you should do this and this and this and this. And you look at their life and it's like, you haven't even walked the walk, person. Like, you have no receipts, and yet you're telling me what to do. That's, I think for me, like unwarranted and illegit. It's like people who are giving advice, but they're not qualified. People who are unqualified giving you advice. Unqualified advice is what I'm trying to say. That really bothers me. There was something you said, Daniel. People who judge me are normally, yeah. It's just, yeah. Like, no matter what you do in your life, you will always have people who judge you. There will always be haters. There will always be people criticizing you, acting weird, making slighty, snide comments. Like, I've had it in my own life, believe it or not. It's like just it's like, oh, like, really? Like, it's like they act like, I don't know, it's like you can tell that they're like judging and like making a dig or like making a petty comment. And I'm just kind of like, in my head, I'm like, it's disappointing, obviously, when people you know are like not just being your cheerleader. Most people in my life are cheerleaders, but there's definitely like petty people too. But also I'm just, you know, anyone who makes snide comments, I'm just kind of like, you don't get it. Like you don't clearly you don't get what I'm about, what my goals are, why I'm doing this. Like, you're not supporting me. And also, I don't need you to support me. It's like, if you want to make petty comments or be a hater, like, that will never change what I'm doing. So like, that's fine. Like, you can be a hater all you want. But yeah, it's just, if anything, it's just disappointing, especially when it's people you know. Okay, Cassidy says, doctors and nurses deserve all the money they earn. Can you imagine the things they witness? I know. Cassidy, I think about this from time to time because I do have doctors and nurses in my life. Like, I have friends who are in medical school, people who are nurses, people who are doctors. Like, oh, even like when I go to the doctor's office, like when I am like in the patient seat and I'm going there with like nothing crazy. I think about whoever like the nurse is or the doctor is that I'm seeing, and I think to myself, I'm like, I wonder what crazy stuff they've seen today. I wonder what crazy stuff they've seen this week. Like, have they had a really normal week? Have they had a really like traumatic week with just the people they've had to treat? Yeah, it's I don't think I would last as a nurse. Like, if I went back in time and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do the nurse thing. I'm gonna see how that, like, if I had an infinite use of a time machine and I could go back and go through like the process of becoming a nurse and go back and go through the process of becoming a doctor, I mean, I think I would burn out so fast, and I would just it would be a lot to handle. I think I'd probably have like a tough time, you know, say you had a patient pass away. I mean, I think that would probably haunt me. Like, I just don't think I would be able to forget that kind of stuff. So yeah, Cassidy, nurses and doctors and all the healthcare workers, I see someone in, like, if I walk around and I see someone in scrubs, I instantly am like, I just have a lot of respect for people who go into that profession, because it is some gnarly stuff they have to deal with. Nikos is here. Boston George. I don't know. Baxton, everyone should be yourself. Colasante, my fear is dying. Leia, Fife is here from Delaware. Romeo is back. Hi, Romeo Herman. Thank you. Kenneth Lowe. Yes, Ashwin Kumar, you have one life. Enjoy it. Thank you. Yes, you only have one life. And actually, you guys, speaking of like people being haters and people judging you and criticizing you and you know, all the petty just garbage that's part of life, actually, like, there are some really interesting books out there. Like one really powerful book, I actually haven't read it, but I know like in summary what it's about. It's called The Top 10 Regrets of the Dying. I believe it was written by a nurse. It was some kind of like hospice care, end of life healthcare worker who just would hear regrets like of people who were approaching the end of their life. And basically this person, I want to say it was a nurse, I'm just going to go with that. This nurse decided to write a book compiling the top 10 most common regrets that she would hear from these end-of-life patients. And I don't know if it was the top one, but one of the top regrets from people at the end of their life was being so afraid to do things because of what other people might think. And it's just, I think that should tell you if a lot of people at the end of their life are regretting that they didn't do things because they feared what like their parents would think or their partner would think or their friends would think or whoever, their coworkers. And at the end of, it's like it never even mattered anyways because they got to the end of their life and they're like, you know what? I should have done it anyways, because like why does it even matter what they think or what they would have thought? So I think like for me it's all about like as much as I can eliminating massive regret at the end of my life. Like I hope I live a very long life, getting to the end of my life and just being like, yeah, you know what, maybe I could have gone to like this cool far off country, or I could have learned this weird language, but for the most part, I really did what I wanted to get out of life, and like I'm pretty satisfied. Like I can't imagine how sad it must be to just be like weighed down with a heavy, just that wish that you would have done something with your time. Ernest, in the UK, you don't need medical insurance. Yes. Romeo, doing good. How about you? Paxton River with the real Midwest question. Do you like tater tot hot? I almost said hot dish because we call it tater tot hot dish here in Minnesota. I do like tater tot casserole. We call it tater tot hot dish. I've actually been meaning, I should do this for like either in the autumn or in the winter time, but I have been meaning to make tater tot hot dish on my channel as like a fun Midwestern recipe. It's very indulgent. It's hearty. It's not totally bad for you, I would say. But I want to circle back to this, to use a very annoying term. Let's circle back to this. Tater tot hot dish. Okay, Cliff McCormick is here. Hi, Cliff. Daniel, you should supply us with energy drinks to watch your 24-hour live stream. JM is guessing biology. Zaina, hello. Autonomy. Oh gosh, any suggestions for biomedical engineering freshmen? No, absolutely not. I did run track in high school. Yes, William. I should do a trivia question about like my favorite race to run as a track athlete. I'm just collecting trivia questions, aren't I? Fave race in track, in high school track. I didn't run track in college. Actually, I really didn't enjoy track and field. I ran it as a sport that would basically keep me fit while I was getting ready for the summer soccer season for club soccer. So it just was like, okay, I guess I'll do it. But I wasn't like, I was okay. I wasn't amazing. And it also just wasn't like a real passion of mine. Joshua is saying bubbly water with a cup of coffee on the side to get off Red Bull. That seems like a very plausible way to transition off. Brother Ramki soon. Sulek says, Hannah, I'd bake you a vegan chocolate cake, but I'm afraid it wouldn't rise to your level of awesomeness. Hey, I'm not picky when it comes to eating foods. I'm not going for professional level, super fancy, aesthetically beautiful. No, like, it doesn't have to be super, super good. Sarwar, Karoti, Sobit Jean, Nassim. Let's see. Daniel, I've had 3 Red Bulls daily and 2 coffees as an engineer student. Oh my lord. Best way was to have iced lemonade with orange and put in the fridge. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's so intense. Sophie Dijon, okay. Deadpool, Carrie Hoke, Mr. Shorts, Devansh Dimitri. Hello, Dimitri. Allie says, Hannah, where are your earrings from? These, are from Amazon. I went on Amazon in December of last year because I wanted to get something that was Christmassy, and I searched for Jingle Bell earrings and I found these ones, and I had no clue that people would love them as much as they do. Deadpool, Vishnu, Mr. Shorts, Armin. My favorite season is autumn. Always will be autumn. Randy, Anderson, Oliveira, BT, Tommy Brown Jr., I love you, Hannah. Thank you. Bennett says yummy. Haters are deflators. I like that, Traveling Art. I've never heard that before, but yes. Well, the thing is, haters can be deflators. I mean, I feel like haters are just miserable people. But I feel like their aim is to like deflate you, like really just take the wind out of your sails and bring you down. But if you obviously, like, you're still gonna like hear the hate comments if you decide to try anything that's like different, or like you're chasing a goal, whatever. But it's like you can hear the hate, but just like not let it affect you. Yaman Tube. Okay, Sulex, unqualified advice from unqualified lives. Hannah, you're the antidote to all that noise. That is so true. Unqualified advice from unqualified lives. Yeah, and that's not to say, it's like people can say whatever they want and give whatever advice they want. But it's like, I love getting advice from people. Like, say I happened to like bump into like the CEO of like $1 billion company, and I was like, okay, like, what advice do you have for building a company and starting a company and blah, blah, blah. It's like, clearly the receipts, like the scoreboard is showing like that person is going to give qualified advice because of like what they've achieved. But it's like, if it's just some random person who's never done anything close to what you're trying to do, and yet they're giving you all the advice for that thing, I'm like, do you hear yourself? Like, it doesn't, that's what, it's like annoying when people are like insistent on like telling you what to do, and it's just like, you don't know. Like, clearly you don't know because you haven't done it yourself. Nurses and doctors are the ultimate stoners. What do you mean? Cassidy yes, we're at 207 likes, what I'm seeing. Interessante from Rio de Janeiro. Thank you, RX7 in the city. Cool, Genuine Phil, good to see you. I think I'm a bit behind in the chat, I apologize. Rich is saying 9.63 subs. Wow, yeah. You guys, we are climbing fast to 10,000 subscribers. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, feel free to click the subscribe button. My goal for the year was 10,000 subscribers, and we are due to cross 10,000 subscribers in the next few weeks. It's happening fast, you guys, and it's not really hitting me that like when you go to my channel, you can see the sub count. Like, seeing 10 with a K is crazy to think about, because I've only just gotten adjusted to seeing 9,000. Yes, Cassie says Rich is back. I feel like Rich, like, I'm guessing you are very exhausted, and you, like, You don't have to stay, like, go and get your sleep. Like, if there's any time that you need to be like upping the sleep, if you can, it's like now during your 28 days later stretch. Here and there. Hello. Every pretty girl I saw in Disney animation have horizontally placed spots across the face. Interesting. I can't say the same in my experience with watching, maybe it's the newer movies like Moana and Merida from like, I'm thinking Pocahontas, I'm thinking Mulan, I'm thinking Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Definitely they don't have it, but maybe in the newer like Disney Pixar movies. Geronimo is here. Sulex says, haters gonna hate, but you're out here thriving like a vegan chocolate cake at a carnivore's party. I love that, yes. Yabba Dabba Doo, someone in Scrubs, zombies here. That was Yabba Dabba Doo. Tamra Fletcher, hi Tamra, how are you? Reginald Williams says, greetings Hannah, great to see you, great interesting content, thank you. Yes, this week's video was a brand collaboration. I got to do a brand collab with a skincare and makeup company called Bay Free Cosmetics. They sent me a tinted moisturizer, so I tried it out on my face. If you want to see it, it's like a quick 5-minute video. I mean, it wasn't very complicated. It's like, all right, let's try this out on my face and see if I can get it all patted in. So yeah, I do a variety of videos on my channel for those of you who don't know. Tamara Fletcher, I made twice baked potatoes. Ooh, that sounds so tasty. Yum. RX7 in the city, sometimes people can't do what they want because of financial problems. Sure, yeah. I mean, money is a limit for pretty much everyone at some point. Like there comes a point where you can't afford to do something unless you are Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon, like basically just insane billions. But for most people, there's a certain point where you're like, yep, I actually can't afford that. Like I would have to stop, or I would have to do whatever. So yeah, just different levels of what you can and can't do based on your net worth. BT, I use autumn and fall interchangeably for that season. JT is in the UK. SM says it's 100% civics. I'm gonna close this poll, you guys. I'll give you like 10 more seconds. Vote in the poll if you haven't already. Try and guess what my favorite subject in school was when I was in like middle school and high school. Cool, genuine Phil. Sorry, there's a very like scandalous scene in Downton Abbey. Okay, cool, genuine Phil is guessing English. Empathic veteran, I ran a lot in the army. Boy, do I believe it. Mark, I'm not studying, not at the moment. BD Bob, what's cooking? Just hanging out and chatting with all of you. I think I'm about ready to start snacking on my almonds back here because I'm getting kind of hungry. Let's see, James Robinson, fast running, Kirby picked math. Okay, I'm gonna close the poll before I forget. I always say, I'm gonna close it, and then I don't. Emmanuel, hello. Nightingale, hello everyone in the chat. So back to school, studied biology, chemistry, physics, cool. RX7 in the city. Yes, old cars, especially like the old vintage ones, are very expensive. I'm drinking water. Bennett. Millie, what are your thoughts on the economy right now? I mean, I feel like everything has been expensive for a while. Like everyone's talking about inflation, everyone's talking about the cost of housing, everyone's talking not so much about groceries anymore. At least I haven't seen that. But for me, it's like it feels like at least things have leveled off recently. Like actually, I got groceries today, and I was expecting it to be like closer to 100, and it came out to like 73, and I was like, okay, like that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. So I feel like I haven't been as shocked by my grocery purchases lately. So I'm just like, my life continues. I have no control over the national economy, but I'm feeling okay about the economy. Cassidy says, Kirby, yay, I picked math also. The results will be super interesting. I know. I'm excited to tell you guys once I get down to that point. Zaffair, Beast Gunnery, Bennett, Daniel, do you do yoga? Yes, I do yoga and I do enjoy it. Sulex, from Ohio, if Minnesota's got tater tots, Ohio's bringing the Buckeyes. Peanut butter and chocolate, the real Midwest power combo. Oh my gosh, you guys, what I could go, I would love to have peanut butter and jelly right now. That sounds so divine. Alas, I do not have, I actually have sandwich bread, but I don't have peanut butter and I don't have jelly, so can't make it. Ernest, fellow Brit here. Kirby, how do you see the poll results on mobile? On mobile, they will drop into the chat. Oh, I see. Like while it was still live. I actually don't know. The World of Ragoose. God. Okay. I see what you did there. Bojangles. Kunha, Bojangles, Evo, Dallas. Kirby with Ragoose Gordon emojis. Daniel says, yeah, I had to drink a lot of caffeine because I study 5 hours a day and work 6 daily. Also labs and go to lectures. Yeah, sounds really tough, but obviously like makes you tough. Let's see. We've got Daniel. Yeah, RX-7, you can start small. Yes. Nurses and doctors are the ultimate go-doers. Daniel, you deserve the 10K subs. You're a gem and wise and fun to listen to. Thank you, Daniel. Great value to Puerto Rican. Sorry, great value Puerto Rican says, yo, good to see you. Magno Maderos from Brazil. Carrie says, bye, Hannah. I wake up at 5:40 out of here. We'll circle back and see you on the flip as the crow flies. I love that. Take care, Carrie, and I'll see you at the next live. Ice Cream is doing yoga right now. Love it. Sulex, first time here and subscribed. Thank you so much, Sulex, for the sub. Sibin Thomas. Pepe says, Privyet. Eduardo Fonseca from Brazil. Okay, Darg. Mustafa Diop is here. JR Junior Smooth. Thank you. Ice Cream. The Reef is here. Sibin Thomas. Beast Gunnery. Tommy Brungus Civics. Dan Asari. Cassidy says, it's the haters that are family and friends that hurt the most. People I don't know don't bother me. I know. It's like, it's so, like, when you think about it from like a psychology standpoint, you're like, why would my own family and friends, like, why would family and friends be haters? Sorry. Anyways. But honestly, like, because I've listened to a lot of people talk about, like, why your family and friends and people around you are, like, will be hateful and, like, say hateful comments and digs and stuff like that. And I feel like something I've heard is that people get really, really uncomfortable when you start to change and they don't. Like, they get really, I think it makes them feel very, like, uncomfortable. A great quote I heard from Alex Hormozy is, people want the version of you that best serves them. So it's like when you start going after your goals, when you start accomplishing things and they're staying the same, they start to feel like resentful, jealousy, insecure about their own life, their own whatever. So I think it makes people feel really uncomfortable. I think it can, like, knock a lot of people's egos too when, like, you are going after something you really want and they aren't, and they're like, wow, you've changed. And it's like, well, yeah, like I think it makes people feel uncomfortable, and then some people then will like make critical comments, about what you're doing because it makes them uncomfortable. Sibin Thomas, all right, we got Dan, Tommy Brown Jr., The Reef. What health stuff do you do? I have severe, oh my goodness, I don't know what that condition is. Okay, the trivia question most recently was, guess my favorite subject in school when I was in middle school and high school. Lol, biology got the most of the votes. Biology was like my least favorite subject. I did not like it. So it's not biology. English is probably second. I mean, I had a lot of subjects I loved. It's not English though. That wasn't my favorite subject. Math, that was probably third favorite, but it actually was civics. So the reason why I didn't reveal my college degree is because it was political science, and that may have keyed you into civics. So I loved learning about the US government, loved learning about the Constitution, state government versus federal government, counties, tribes, cities, what the government looked like back in, before the US was a country, like the colonial times, and being part of the British Empire, like all of that. Super, super interesting. I've always loved it. I continue to love it. Great Valley, Puerto Rican. Thought to stop by for a bit. Nice. Not cooking today, Michaels. Pamu Tadwal, Eric Saban, Adi Fox. I haven't seen The Summer I Turned Pretty. I've heard of it though. Hi, Ashley. Hello. Eric Kirby says the goat. Ashley, I know. Kirby, it wasn't math. I know. The thing is, I really liked math, but it wasn't my favorite. I was very good at math, but it like lacked the soul of the social studies, if that makes sense. Like, I really enjoyed numbers. I really enjoyed like the black and white. Either you got it right or you didn't. Like, there's no, oh, well, it could be interpreted this way. Like, no. So I was good at it and I did enjoy it, but it's like, especially as I got closer to the end of high school, I was like, I love like the humanities and the social sciences where it's like you're learning elements of history, there's some literature references, there's government, it's just, yeah, I'm much more of like a social sciences person than like a STEM person. Sauce and Sam, SM says, when I was vegan, peanut butter was a staple in my diet. I know, peanut butter is a must if you're vegan, unless of course you have a very severe peanut allergy. But yeah, I mean, peanut butter, heaven, so good. Hannah, these days, kale costs more than my childhood dreams. Oh no, I like never buy kale. Actually, Sulex, I would point you to the freezer aisle. I buy these packs. It's like a full box of like frozen chopped spinach. It's like a block of chopped spinach, and it costs $2.40. Like a box of chopped frozen spinach. So I'm telling you, like, you can skip the expensive kale, like, the organic, like, it's so little calories and so little volume of food for so much money compared to other things you can get. That is like the newest hack that I've got for you, for anyone who's like because I was like, I want to add more leafy greens into my diet. How can I do this? And I was like, hold on, let me take a look in the freezer aisle and see if there's like some frozen leafy greens. And sure enough, Green Giant, if you have it in your grocery store, Green Giant brand boxes of just, all it is chopped spinach, salt. I don't even know if they add anything else. There's no sauce, there's no additives, nothing. And it's like, I'm like, okay, for $2.40, this counts as a health investment. Like, I can justify spending $2.40 on a box of spinach. And it's like a solid amount too. So yeah, that is like the way more cost-effective produce is in the freezer aisle. Jack is back. Grant says sick glasses. Dexterity, it was not math, it was civics, was my favorite subject. Ooh, I like this. From Travel and Art. 24-hour live stream, PB&J monster. Ooh, you guys, I'm getting so pumped for the 24-hour live stream. I cannot wait for it. It's gonna be so fun. Okay, PB&J on 24-hour stream. Let's do it. That, I mean, because that's a quick, I could imagine myself starting to get hungry like in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And it's like, okay, I don't want to make a whole meal, but what's like something fun I could just like quickly make? And a PB&J would be super easy to make on a live stream and also super delicious. Amar, I'm doing well. K-Dog, hello. How are the 24-hour live requests coming along? They're coming along great. My sister was giving me some ideas today, and today I've been writing down a few from just this live stream. Origami, I could do some origami crafts. And I thought I wrote down more. Make a PB&J sandwich. A bun drop. People have been asking me, can you please take down your bun and show us what your ponytail looks like? And I'm like, sure, I can do that at the end of the 24-hour live stream. Like, that's not a big deal. So yes, the ideas are coming in, and it's fun to like start to plan out a schedule. Jan Lawrence Candio, thank you, Memo A. Sasha, hello Sasha. K-Dog, I once knew YouTubers who did a 24-hour live stream in their car. Ooh, without even leaving their car. I need to be able to do multiple activities. Like I want it to be really entertaining for the viewers, no matter what time they show up in my live stream, whether it's like the 2nd hour I'm live, the 15th hour I'm live, the 20th hour I'm live. Yeah, I want it to be entertaining at all hours of the 24-hour live stream. Kenneth Kells, hello. My sister is a vegan and she would love the recipes on your channel. Amazing. Also, Kenneth, I love your user profile picture. My favorite NFL team is actually the Chicago Bears, even though I'm here in Minneapolis. Great Value, Puerto Rican. I just got back from South Dakota building the Rock the Country Festival. Ooh, Rock the Country Festival. Are you the one who said, okay, I was trying to figure out who this was. I asked a couple of other people on other live streams. Great Value, Puerto Rican, are you the person who said that your job is to go around the country and set up music festivals? Because I know someone said that weeks ago, but I just couldn't figure out who it was. And now your comment has me thinking it's you. Jahangir, thank you. Sasha 90 Tochka, hello. Elan Ishalom, amazing Rowdy. Do you have water in a wine glass? I do, yes. I like drinking out of these glasses. I don't know, I think they're pretty, and you can also drink water out of them, not just wine. Did she answer the question about fall versus autumn? I did, yes. I say fall and autumn both to refer to that season. Beast goes to Dartmouth. Nice. Charisse Brewster. Ashley, Bob Olson, doing good. Adriana, thank you. Hi, Paisley. Saul Moreno. It's just how I look. Versatile Curly. Wow, you changed. Okay, tired of fake people. BT guessed math. No, it was civics. Daniel says, I lost so many friends on my journey. It was lonely. I was broken. No one understood me. Yes. Daniel, I feel like you will, like, until you actually, like, achieve a big thing, like, you achieve what you set out to do and you, like, make it, it's like you get all the hate on the come up, but then once you're actually, like, there, then people are like, whoa, they did it. Like, they actually it's very like annoying and petty how that works. I think a lot about Taylor Swift. Like that girl got mercilessly bullied in school. People made fun of her. People said she couldn't sing. People said she was, it's like you just, until that girl became Taylor Swift, like I'm sure she just, I mean, she writes about a lot of the hate that she's gotten in her songs, but it's like until you become, once you've actually achieved the thing, like you've built the business, you've become a billionaire, you've made it in Hollywood, like whatever. I mean, people are gonna be petty and just criticize you and whatever. And then it's like, once you make it to the other side, it's like, whoa, like, wow, you actually did it. How did you do it? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, then you get the respect. But on the come up, I feel like there's just endless petty comments. Kirby wasn't math. SM, I feel like I'm so behind on here. Dang it. SM says, I was right. Haha. Yes, I knew you did poli-sci, so I knew it was civics. Excellent. Tom, no. Greg Baisley, Ice Cream, Gunnar Henderson, Anand, Manish Kumar, let's see. Cassidy says, Kirby, we were so off on this one. Randall Green, Poncho, Hannah, you're not the problem. They're just allergic to your progress, the haters. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, whenever I don't really, I mean, from anonymous people on my chats, sure, I get like tons of, not tons, but it's like you guys have seen the chats. Like there's always like some weird comment or hate comment or whatever. It's like the strangers don't really bother me because there's always haters out there. But it's like when it's like the inner circle where it's kind of just like petty little comments where it's like clearly people just don't understand. Yeah, it's just, I just tell myself, I'm like, they probably are just uncomfortable that I'm trying something different, or I'm trying to build a YouTube channel. They don't get it, and they probably wouldn't be confident enough to, like, being honest, it's like they would be too scared to actually do this themselves. And it's just yeah. Throwing shade from the sidelines, and that's fine. Blackbird, 2K, really love your live. You keep me motivated. Oh, I love hearing it. Kirby says, I picked math because of your occupation. Yes. My job does, however, even though it's data analyst, I do get to write. I get to write a lot and do research a lot. So there's like more elements than just the numbers. Sorry to hear that, Harper. Los Raiders, these are the same exact Jingle Bell earrings I've been wearing all along. Hi, Pranab, Kinpachi, Caesar, nice to meet you too. Thank you, Sam A. Ice cream, eating compressed spinach is diabolical. Well, you heat it up and then you spread it out. You don't just eat it in a block. Yes, frozen veggies are a massive convenience when you compare them to like produce section where it's just way, way, way more expensive. Green Giant, I remember those commercials. Yes. 5-Line Leon, Los Raiders, I drink my green in a powder. It's called Super Greens. How close are we to 10,000? We're probably at like 9.6 something K. Picket Fences, 2K Vision Videos. Nice. Anything you want. Sports Money. 5-Line. Ooh, what's better, toasted PB&J? Oh my God. I mean, toasted PB&J sounds amazing. Picket Fences says ramen noodle, cheese and crackers. Okay, Sharice Brewster, I got bullied a lot and I'm learning how to stay away from family and people. I will not be sleeping on the 24-hour live stream, no. I will be up for 24 hours. Andre, hello. Let's see, Ahmed Mohsen, a bun drop that's different. I know, so goofy. Kirby. Things are more like they used to be than they are now. Dr. Lucido. Okay, dang, I'm gonna have to scroll down a bit. I can tell by the comments I'm a bit behind. Sebastian Rodriguez, Hayden Rogers. I think I do remember you. Sebastian, I feel like I will never achieve my goal. You just have to keep going, keep moving toward it. Hog, have you ever had assassin spaghetti? Sure. Yeah, I've made that on my channel. Sanjeet, Mahmoud Omar, Stretch from Louisiana. Cassidy says, are you making a cake or cupcakes for the 10K milestone? I so love the cupcakes you make, especially the strawberry lol. I think, I mean, I do want to make a 10K subscriber special video because it's a huge milestone. I haven't decided yet what that will be though. Probably some kind of cake. Dominic Elliott, Moazama, Antonio, Daniel, I noticed you keep sipping water, which shows a lot why you look healthy and much younger. I try to drink as much water as I can. Sebastian is scared that I will be a pilot one day. I'm scared I won't achieve it. You just gotta keep going after it. Jamar Walters, Antonio, Sebastian Rodriguez, Daniel, what's a way? I would say being approached, generally, I don't appreciate it. But I guess like humor, like if there's some like jokiness to it, it's maybe okay. Jackie, hello. Kirby, audio fixed now. I thought it was my headphones. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know. I guess something happened with my audio. Shoot, that sucks. Time to work. Thank you, Sue Lex. I'm glad you like the freckles. Your fave Ellie, hello. I wear these earrings on every single live stream. It's a tradition. Okay, I did get caught up. Amazing. Assassin Spaghetti is a killer. Nice. 250 likes soon. Yeah, we're at 234 likes, everybody. Will the bun drop be at 12? Honestly, I kind of don't want it to be in the middle of the night. I guess I would put my hair back up in a bun because like when I take it down, it just looks like straggly and not like, it doesn't look well styled. If I just take it down, it just is kind of there. So maybe at midnight, who knows? Let's see. Stone Papa Smurf is here. Six Senses, Tim Zadie, Thomas, Paulo Evaristo, Serafina, Ercon, Edward Snowden is here. Thomas, thank you, Mr. Stack Rex, David Cortez. Don't know what that is. Beast Gunnery. Hog says midnight. Yes, well. Good to see you. I'm gonna have some of these almonds. Whoa, I'm looking at a new movie that Jason Momoa is in. Some kind of warrior. Well. I didn't ask you, how are you? Race, hello, yes, it's me. V says, okay, I'll take it as you didn't see it. Daniel says you seem like an early bird. No way. I'm a night owl through and through. If I didn't have a 9-to-5 job, I would probably, like my natural bedtime is, I would say like 2 to 2:30 in the morning. No, I get all of my energy and all of my work done at night. Obviously I get up in the morning because I work, but no, I don't enjoy getting up early, and I certainly am at my worst in terms of brain power and focus in the morning. Nope, I am a night person. Trevor Kenneth, do an egg drop at 12. David Cortez, yes, cherry-eared lady, early bird, W. Yeah, Rich is mega early bird. I sleep at 4 a.m. Sebastian, I'm closer to you. I mean, I don't go to bed at 4. I have stayed up past 4, but I start to feel, because the thing is, like, I love sleeping and I get a ton of sleep. I try to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. I don't always hit it, like if I have to get up super early, but if I stay up until 2, I'm like, okay, well, I want to get at least 8 hours of sleep. So that means I'm going to be waking up at 10, 10:30 if it takes me a little while to fall asleep. And at that point, it's like I don't want to lose, I don't want to lose an entire morning. So if I go to sleep at, say, 4 in the morning, I'm going to be sleeping in until 12 o'clock noon. And so the morning is completely gone. I still want to enjoy some of my morning, but I just don't feel the need, unless I do have to get up and work in the morning, I don't feel the need to actually get up and have like a full morning because I use all of my afternoon and evening hours. Kavkaz is here. Have you tried the smokehouse almonds? Yes. My favorite of these, of the Blue Diamond, are the like wasabi spicy almonds. Renaissance Man, I'm a data analyst. Sebastian wakes up at 5. Phil Lower, hello, governor. Tumilo is here. Thomas, Sebastian, I sleep 1 hour. Oof, definitely not me. Kirby says, I do not remember sleeping as a kid. Really? I mean, I'm guessing you were up like doing all the farm stuff as a kid. Like crack of dawn type of farm stuff. Bambo says, I've never slept in my life. Sebastian, sometimes I wake up at 7 in the morning. Morteza, Taban, Nayeli Vargas. Tio Il Cheeseburger, hello. That looks like a Chinese username. I don't know how to pronounce it, but hello. Try some wasabi almond stir fry. I love that idea. Thomas slept in. We've got Beast Gunnery agricultural stuff. Daniel, I was a kid and scared of the dark, so I didn't sleep till the sun. Oh no. Oh my gosh, then you would have gotten like no sleep. Bonjour, no cheap. Khaled. Jackson, 2015 is here. Hello. Hi, Jackson. Thomas goes to bed at 2. Did you write down food taste? Did you write down food taste? Oh, like chocolate taste. I mean, I think Kirby, you were the one who said I should do a taste test of like vegan chocolate. I have that written down. Pierre is here. Hello. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Pierre. Sleeping till the sun sucks. Yep. Brindle, Rob J. Yes, my favorite almonds are the wasabi flavored almonds. Moazama, Guerlinda's World, Arabic, sometimes 12, Deutschland über alles, Garbage Culprit. Thank you. I am Joe. My name is Hannah. I thought I came up with a new idea. Maybe. I'm not sure. Piyumal from Sri Lanka. Sulex, have a wonderful night. We'll catch up another time. Yes, my next live stream will be this Friday night, so would love to see you there. Uves Bilen Mohammed says almost at 10K. Yeah, we are climbing, you guys. I'm gonna refresh my page and see. It's showing, come on. My browser is very slow. 9.63K. We're climbing. Begun Chocolate, Zach Grisby, GVNG from Brazil is here. Mozama, thank you. Ray says, not gonna lie, you'd be a great host to a TV show. Thank you. Al Salam, Robert O'Nellian. Oh my goodness, I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen you, Robert. I am 31 years old, Moazama. Let me think of another trivia question I could ask you guys real quick, because I do want to hop off here pretty soon. Let's see. At what time do you wake up? It depends on what time I have to get to work, or I should say like my commute to work. It's like 7:30 to 8, depending on the day. Sebastian from Australia. Moazama, I do have curly hair. Color Skull, thoughts on nihilism. So I had to read a lot about nihilism because I had to read philosophy, and I was a German major, and a lot of I feel like Germans can be a bit nihilistic in their philosophy. I kind of find it, well, I do find it depressing, where it's like, well, what's the point of anything? Sure, I mean, I think that's valid, but I personally, I enjoy life so much, so I'm like, I don't need to linger on the question of like, what's the point of life and what's the point of anything. I personally enjoy it, and that's fine for me. So yeah, I would say I'm not a nihilistic person. Yes, people do say I look like I'm in my 20s. Pierre says me too. Billie Eilish fan. I'm 20. No, I'm 31. I'm thinking of the last comment I read. I'm 31 years old. Lame, I don't know what that question is. Like what you mean. How old are you? Okay, answered that. Christopher Johnson. Sebastian, you live in the UK. Warrior above, within, without. UK on top, says Sebastian. Daniel, are we the only ones in the universe? I actually think there is life somewhere else out in the universe. We just haven't found it yet. The point of life is to live it and have fun while doing so. Yeah, exactly, Kirby. It's like, okay, we're all here. I'm not gonna spend like a lot of my precious time like dwelling on what is this. It's just like, okay, we're living here. Like, we're all living on planet Earth. You know, we live one life as far as we know, and just like enjoy it as much as you can. That's just, I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about like the bigger picture, I guess. I do like reading books. Nayeli, Bisharo, Lame is here. JM, Gustavo from Brazil. I don't wear makeup on the regular. Moazama, I don't have makeup on. Thank you, Francis, John Joe, just to do, dang, you're still on. LOL, I was gone like 2 hours. I remember you being on here before, but yes, I'm still here. Lame, Josh Gee. Color Skull, 1 out of 40 trillion chance of being born. Sebastian, I love nature. Gustavo, yeah, some people do think that we get more than, you know, we basically like reincarnate, we get more than one life. But I approach life as though we only get to do it once. I personally think we only get one life, but I'm open. I mean, I could be wrong. We could get more than one life. Sebastian is not a social person. Christopher, Johnson, buy Beast Gunnery. What about mango jam for cleaning skin? I personally would not use mango jam to clean my skin. All right. Mozama likes the earrings. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I am 31, Billie Eilish. I'm finally getting my back. Says Travel and Art. Sign in. Thank you. Race. Andrew Sabini. Hello. So good to see you. Hope all is well in London. Chloe Mitchell said hi. D. Gerard. Jason Todd. Eddie Donovan said hi. Thank you, TDB. I'm very glad that I ended up with freckles. These are natural freckles I was born with. No, these are not brand name sunglasses. These are like $10 sunglasses. Every time I see someone live, they always have curly hair. Interesting. Mozama, what are you eating right now? I was snacking on some almonds and drinking some tea. Thank you, Gustavo. Brindle D. Gerard. Race says hello again. Gucci sunglasses. I really don't ever plan on having designer sunglasses unless they were gifted to me, because I have dropped these sunglasses so many times. I mean, I think I would just be so worried about getting any scratch on them if they were like $200 sunglasses versus a $10 pair. If anything happens to these, I'm like, okay, it's $10. Like, it's not the end of the world. But maybe I'll have nice sunglasses one day. Never say never. No, I'm drinking tea. I think you can see the little side tag. Eric Figueroa, Danye, Vivek is here, Tyler, Zakel, Race, Phil Lower. It wasn't chai, actually. I'm drinking mint tea. Eric Lindgren, thank you so much, Eric. Chad Jack. Mason Alston, hello. I'm not on the internet for any kind of romantic stuff. Lisa Lee. I would say you just gotta say how you feel. Just say it. Worst thing that happens is this guy, Jared, doesn't reciprocate, isn't interested, and then you feel embarrassed for a little bit, and then life goes on. But I would say just, you gotta say how you feel. Rinky Dink. Don't know that book, Nayeli. Eric Figueroa, thank you. I'm glad that I got your last name right. Color Skull. I don't like matcha, Beast Gunnery. Sebastian, if you had to move to a country, what would it be? Canada. If I was banished from the United States and I had to leave and go somewhere else, I would just move to Canada because I would want to be close to the United States. ATP Snappy, Andre Reyes. And these actually are not cherry earrings, although a lot of people think they are. These are Jingle Bell earrings. Traveling Art, try the string around the sunglasses around the neck trick. Oh my God, that looks so nerdy. I can't. These are so cheap. Honestly, I've dropped them and nothing happens, so I don't need the string. It looks so bad, personally, to me. Landon Cole said hi. Kirby with the Canada flag. Canada, solid choice. Yes. I mean, I'm in Minnesota. Minnesota shares a border with Canada. I've been to Canada a couple times, and I remember driving across both times I just drove across the border. And I remember thinking, it just like, it felt the same. I was like, okay, the people here, like, they act and sound the same pretty much as people in Minnesota. So yeah, it feels very similar to me, being in Canada, as it does at least in Minnesota. Give me a reason why I don't know what you were asking before. Rinky Dink says Iceland for me. Walmart. Oh, sorry to hear that. Talha, Travel and Art, Sebastian Rodriguez, Smoke and Lift Sparta. Okay. Barbara Putnell. I don't make my earrings. No, I bought these from Amazon. Rashid Moazama. Thank you, Harsha Vardhan. I'm going to the USA for the first time in my life in January. Do Americans like Canadians? Yes. Yes, we do. Canadians, too, I would say for the typical American, Canadians are just like very friendly neighbors to the north. Andere, James Mullins. I'm not in New York. No, Rising to Shine, I'm in Minnesota. Barbara Putnell. I'm guessing you're referring to the earrings. I'm glad you like them. Goyakla. Ergo Video Oasis, sometimes I feel like you are a time traveler to mess with me. What do you mean? Pierre, I've been to Canada twice. I love Canada. Hello in Navajo, says Goyakla. Americans do like Canadians, yes. In my experience, everyone I've talked to, my friends, it's like just Canada and Canadians come up every now and then. People are like, it's just like very like good vibes up there. Come to Alabama, says Eric. Talha. All right. Pierre says lovely. Beast Gunnery, you remind me of Canada. You been to the falls? No. Well, I've been to like the New York side of Niagara Falls. I haven't been across on the Canada side. Just a dude. I never actually met a Canadian. I've met several and they've all been really nice. BNM, Middle East Life. Hello. Canadians speak French, right? This is something, it's like some Canadians I know, also like they're dual, they speak English and French. But I don't think, like, do all Canadians have to learn French at some, like, that's what I'm not sure about. Canadians and Americans are technically sounding the same. I mean, to me, they sound the same. Long way south for Canadians to travel to see me, says just a dude. Eric Figueroa says it's quite something. Daniel, to tell the truth, most Americans will think you're American. Yeah, exactly. I went, like in my grad school program, I went to school with a few Canadians, and I never would have known if they hadn't told me they were Canadian. I would have totally thought they were just American students. Daniel, to tell the truth, okay, read that one. Smoke and lift Sparta, travel and art, Canada, the friendliest country in the world. Yes, I would agree. Goyakla, in college, we used to go to Windsor because the drinking age is 19. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. This is tea tonight, Talha. Daniel, our view is actually magical. You should cross the border. It's worth it. I've heard great things about the Canada side. Hi, Rao, Lul, Hyman. Canadians have to learn French in school. That's what I thought, because I remember when I crossed into Canada both times, I noticed that the street signs or the road signs were dual language, English and French. And so I figured, okay, if they have like official signs in both English and French, then I'm guessing they probably treat English and French like you need to learn both in school. English dominates communication, doesn't it? That would, I don't know if we're talking about Canada here. Rao from Pakistan, rising to shine. Some Canadians speak the British accent too. Oh, that's interesting. Danye, for the relation between Americans and Canadians, watch South Park. War like rooster. Just to do, the distance between me and Canada is like the distance between Dorne and the North in Game of Thrones. That's such a good comparison, yes. Quebecois from Quebec speak French generally. Canadians from Canada speak English. Maybe some Canadians speak French. Okay, that was the vibe I got. Everyone from Canada speaks English, but not all Canadians speak French. Daniel, we have to learn French, but not all know it. I like your freckles. Thank you, G10, G1029, Mustafazur, doing good. Talha, which football team is your favorite? Cristiano Ronaldo, all-time fave. He's the GOAT for me. And club would be between Chelsea and Arsenal. Larry Middleton, great to see you. Estella Hernandez, thank you. I'm glad you like the earrings. Mick Michael, guten Abend, es geht mir gut. Und dir? Daniel says some people is Quebec don't even know English, it's all French. Lol Hyman. Didn't realize those were Christmas earrings. Yes, yep. People think they're cherries, but they're actually jingle bells. Rashid, I am not Canadian. I'm Minnesotan, which is American. Arcane Gan. Older Canadians have more of an accent. You guys, I was listening to this interview with Hayden Christensen, who, for those of you who don't know the Star Wars universe, he plays Anakin Skywalker. And I was listening to an interview with him and I was dying because he had a very, it was like, oh, it was reminding me of like the very Minnesota accent where it's like, yeah, you know, it was so great. And I was like, whoa, I was really hearing Anakin / what's his face, Hayden Christensen's, because I didn't know he was Canadian at first. And so I was looking him up and then, yeah, I just was like, whoa, okay. one, he's Canadian, and two, his accent is really coming out in parts of this interview. Rob Faye. I went to high school in the Minneapolis like suburbs, not in the city of Minneapolis. Rich. And 9.64K subs. We are climbing, people. We are climbing to 10K subscribers. It's unreal. Hi, MJ. Vyacheslav Kalashnikov says, Privyet. Hello, Vyacheslav. Rising to shine. Our country also love Canadians from New Zealand. Yes, nice. You seem Toronto. Okay. Rashid, you like football? I love football. Yes. Marlene says Liverpool to the flipping world. Estella Hernandez. Danye MJ. Minnesotans are the Canadian accent. Yeah. To me, I don't really hear much of a difference between the Canadian, like the thick Canadian accent and the thick Minnesota accent. Vyacheslav, I'm part African. My dad is from Ethiopia. Mustafizur, lots of hobbies. Reading, exercising, YouTube. Although YouTube is a job for me, not just a hobby. Tokir, McMichael, ich finde dich immer beim Streamen, wenn ich endlos auf YouTube scrolle. Lol, how's it going? What are we talking about tonight? Lol. Boy, I mean, we've been talking about a bunch of different things. My 24-hour live stream, which is next month, people have been giving me ideas for that. Right now we're talking about the Canadian accent and if Canadians learn both English and French. So it's been nice. And also, yes, I am frequently on YouTube Live, Michael BB. Lol Hyman, lots of people here sound Midwestern. Rashid, you can learn the language, but the dialect is difficult. Cassidy, I would love to visit the small town where the street is divided between America and Canada. I think it's close to Minnesota. Interesting. I haven't heard of this town before, Cassidy, but I think it'd be fun to visit. Canadians produce the finest musicians and actors, actresses. I'm going to say America does the best job. Hollywood, New York. I don't think Canada is nearly as good as the United States. Sebastian, Zianthro, Austin Burns. I'm boating on Lake Vermilion. Love it. Love it. I've actually been to Lake Vermilion once in my life. Stone Papa Smurf, I like when you do the stereotypical Minnesota accent, yes. It comes out in a few, like, I've noticed it in videos and shorts of mine where I'm like, ooh, like, that was a very Minnesota way to say that word. I would say I don't have a thick Minnesota accent at this point, but it still makes its way through. Daniel Mendoza Sebastian has been to Toronto once. People from Newfoundland have the best Canadian accent by far. Interesting, okay. I have no sense of like what the accents are by the provinces. Drunken Chef Barbecue, please remember to hit that like and share this out if you haven't already. Thank you, Drunken Chef Barbecue. Great to see you here. Sports Money, Bully Butcher, Vortex, what a positive face. Thank you, Vortex. McMichael BB, oh, gotcha. Yeah, I guess us Minnesotans are as close to Canadians as it gets. When I hear a Canadian accent, like a real noticeable Canadian accent, and then I think about the Minnesota accent, I was like, oh, yep, I see it. I see the similarity. Sports Money, it looks like you're in Los Angeles. Zion Throw, Obrigado, Sandra Kelly, Mustafizur in California, Rashid. Are there provinces that allow? I don't know. I can't speak for Canada, Rashid. A YouTube boy, Purple Lambo, thank you. Do you, boo? Says, I love your earrings. I'm glad you do. Sebastian Rodriguez. Okay. Duck Bros Gaming, Doja Cat, you're I don't think it was you before, but someone else wrote that same exact comment today. Montreal is the best city. JJ Games, Sebastian Rodriguez, I gotta go. Have a nice stream. I should get going too because there's a few things I want to wrap up tonight. So I think I'm gonna head out. It has been almost 3 hours, so yes, I should get going. Thank you, Sebastian. Zion Throw. Mike Doty, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Vyacheslav, I'm here. Danye, Blake Oaktown, hello. Danye, Rich says, when did this chat turn Canadian? I know, that became the topic here at the end. Thank you, Blake Oaktown. Great to see you, Mustafizur. Rob Faye says, they pick up on my Minnesota accent down here. Interesting. I would love to be dropped in different parts of the United States and see if they could figure out where I'm originally from based on how I talk. Lowell Hyman says, good night. It's 4:30 for Sandra. 4:30 in the morning, I think. Freckles, thank you, none. Ajil Singh, just a dude. I'm gonna get back to the game. Nice. Blake Oaktown, thank you for subscribing to the channel. We are heading up to 10,000 subscribers. I think it's gonna be happening in the next 2 to 3 weeks, guys, at this rate. Shosand, I've been to Lyon. I loved it there. It was beautiful. All right, Connecticut. We got Blake Oaktown saying, you're welcome, queen. Wow, gonna have a 6-pack of Canadian Club now. Cheers, mate from New Zealand. Love it. Cheers. M10, I dream of New York. Cassie says, good night, Hannah and chat. Friday will be here soon. I know, 2 more days. God, this week is going so fast. Wyoming 200, hey muscle lady. It's so funny, you guys think I have like jacked arms when I really don't. Rich, sorry I wasn't as visible tonight. Don't feel bad. We all know that you are grinding, Rich. So we know you're tired. We know you are in a very busy stretch. So only as much as you can handle. Don't even feel the need to be commenting if you're just like really fried. So I appreciate you so much. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put my reminder. Austin Burns says, go Wolves, yes. Evil Roy Slade, Airplane God, McMichael BB with the bionic arm, that's so funny. Tommy from Texas, Gone, yes, I see you there. Thank you for coming back. Reminder to everyone, reminder that my next live stream is this Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. Come on, Central Time, USA. So, take a look in the chat. I just dropped a comment. I will be live again in 2 days, Friday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, for those of you in the United States or North America. For those of you who are not in North America, you'll have to figure out your time zone adjustment. But yes, be there or be square, because 10,000 subscribers, you guys, I think we're at like 9.64 thousand, and it's gonna be pretty quick getting up to 10,000. So very exciting for that. I wanna say thank you to everyone for commenting. I had some mods here earlier. I had a super chat earlier. Let's see, what else? Wow, we're now at 9.65. Thank you for the very, very up-to-date sub count, Rich. I appreciate you checking as always. Lots of you subbed to the channel tonight, so I want to say thank you so much for subbing to the channel and just watching and hanging out and voting in my poll questions, because I really love making those poll questions for you. So with that, I am going to sign off for tonight, but would love to see you again in 2 days for the last time. I will be going live in 2 nights from now, Friday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. So come on back so we can check, I was gonna say check, so we can chat some more. But for now, I'm gonna hop off and get some sleep. So take care, everybody. Have a great night or rest of your day, and I will